Play Tank Abbott, damn it.
Yo, Tank Abbott here, and you're checking out the Bro Plata podcast with Tim Danko and Ray Hyclack. Check it out. Get down. It kicks ass.
Well, hello, everybody. I just got the message that Tim cannot get in. So what I will do, fuck StreamYard then. How about that? Says there's an error. Well, it looks like I have to go in and do things. Yay, me. I have to go past my Pornhub stuff. That's nice, Thomas. Yeah, it's front and center. It's usually after work, just a release. But it's Bro Plata. You have Ray Hyclack and our producer Thomas Pope. As always, he will be with us forever. That's right, motherfuckers. He is a great guy, and I'm so happy we have him on the. Oh God, I just sent it into the 2. That's not fun. Good Lord, have you ever done something semi-drunk and high where you're like, yeah, this is a bad idea?
Yeah.
That's how I got into a podcast with Tim Danko, actually, if you really think about it. We got drunk. I came up with the name Bro Plata that night and then started Zooming. That's the history of this show. And Tim hates it every day. That's always what he does. Yeah, man, how you been since we've last been together?
I have been okay, except for Sunday. That is why I'm wearing my United by Stripes. But I am happy about tomorrow night, though, because tomorrow night a sport starts that I'm going to start following because I feel I should. And I'm going to pick up one of your favorite teams as one of the teams to start watching, and that's the Pittsburgh Penguins, because tomorrow night is hockey night.
I know. We go up against the defending Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning. And right now it's kind of shitty for us at this moment. Evgeny Malkin is out. Yeah. And we've got some guys that are not really performing well in the preseason. So luckily there's 82 games. That's the one thing. If we get to the All-Star break, and Tim's here to add him to the stream, buddy. Hello, buddy. We're gonna play, buddy. Just add it. Click or go over his face and press the add to stream.
For him or?
Yeah, for him.
Oh,
should be right there.
Oh shoot!
What are we not paying you for? There we go. And then I'll move it over to this.
Me?
Not me.
That was me. That was me.
Yeah. See, if I'm late, it's usually not my fault. It was Ray's fault, so that's good.
I don't know. Actually, I sent you the thing when I made it this afternoon.
Well, it was different. What you just sent me was a different link than what was sent in the other. It was different. So
it was my sex tape. I wanted you to critique it.
Well, it was a StreamYard link, but
yeah, that's where I put it. I stream it 24/7 on Pornhub.
That wasn't it either. So you sent me the wrong link to your sex tape too. So what is this noise?
Okay. I don't know. It's the voices in your head. I'm surrounded by 2 Browns fans. Ew.
Ray, I don't understand your indifference about football. I was thinking about that because I'm watching football and I'm like, this is great. This is just even teams I don't like. I was like, you know what? This is such a great sport. I think Ray's just an idiot. That's all it is. He's just dumb.
I mean, again, I come from the hockey world, so
but this doesn't I like hockey just fine. But I mean, so you're allowed to like more than one sport. It's not like you have to be that guy. Like I
like cricket.
What? I can't hear you. What?
Oh no, I said I like cricket.
Oh.
I like rugby. I don't like soccer that much. I'm like fair weather on that. But just football. I love baseball. The Astros just made it to the ALCS.
I
sucks.
really wanted a White Sox Rays ALCS, but now it's Boston and Houston.
I'm rooting for Boston in this. I used to be a die-in-the-wool Astros fan, and fuck them. It broke my heart.
No, if you like the Astros now, you're a horrible person.
Yeah.
You are cheaters, assholes. I mean, however, okay, if the Indians did that, I'd be pissed. But I mean, I probably wouldn't give up on them because it's kind of hard to do that when you're a fan of a team. But I wouldn't be happy about it. I'd be pretty bummed. But
yeah,
like when I was bummed, I found out Paul Bird was an HGH, so he could throw 84 miles per hour.
Right.
That was my favorite one. I'm like, does that mean he would have like throwing out little league speeds if he didn't have HGH? Like I barely broke 82.
Oh,
No, but yeah, we were right. We're Browns fans. We're heartbroken. At least I am. I'm pissed.
I'm pissed, but I'm pissed, but I'm enthusiastic because I think
we're okay.
We're still gonna be real good.
Right.
Sunday ain't gonna be no joke.
Baker Field play better, although a lot of people are. Man, Stephen A. Smith is giving him a lot of shit, which is I don't understand why.
He's Stephen A. Smith. He deserves to get shit.
I think really what it is there's so many really good young quarterbacks that when he's playing a little bit worse than them, he looks like he's like the guy you have to go after. But
yeah, and in this case, Justin Herbert looked like an all-star, so it was a direct comparison. So
right,
you can't pay attention. Like I said, I'm worried about Sunday because of Arizona ain't no joke, but I think we got him.
Well, I hope so because we go to 3-3 with the way that our division is playing. It'll be a problem. So that's going to be it's going to be a battle all year, man. That division's tough. The worst team, not worst team, but I mean Pittsburgh's 2-3, but they're not bad, right? So it's
but we've lost Juju Schuster to that shoulder injury. He had surgery.
Schuster, you don't even care. You don't even know the guys' names.
Juju Smith-Schuster, whatever. I'm also drunk, so haha on you, Tim Danko.
That's new. Yeah, but that's not new. That's your just default setting.
I know. I've noticed this about myself at like when I have a day job. There's two of me in the world. There is like professional Ray who does everything that he can by the book.
I've never seen that guy, so I don't think he exists.
And you never will. You never will. Ever.
I don't want to, honestly. He sounds awful.
He's a nice chap to his customers and people that are paying him, but like when he gets in the truck, the other Ray comes in and is just like,
yeah, I gotcha.
My teeth are grinding faster than like an 80s hair metal band, The
thing is, it's happening 2 weeks ago. The volume is happening again with me, which is like I can hear myself fine. When I turn my thing up, I hear myself louder, but I can't hear you guys. And what bothered me in the last video, because I tell Ray this all the time, Thomas, that I do check tape. I do watch some of the episodes sometimes when I think about it. And what was really bothering me is that we were all at 3 different volumes. And it's nothing like we can really change because I know mine's automatic. I think, and Ray just shouts.
Yeah.
And it's not you not having a microphone. So we had to remedy that somehow. I think that's going to be your first payment. We're going to send you a microphone. I think.
Well, I can get a mic, and then I found the videos that I'm going to start chopping up. I found a video program that's better than Windows Movie Maker. Okay. I'm downloading that now so I can start getting on those. I was shocked because it was free. It is.
It's a virus.
Better. Yeah. So I'm gonna have that downloaded tomorrow. I'm gonna start getting.
It's Vidacity. It's just it's getting on Pirate Bay.
No, it starts with a V. I went to Micro Center, and Micro Center, they know stuff. Yeah. He was like, "Oh, you looking for a video program? Here, it's this one. I'll show you this." And he was showing everything that it did, and I was like, "That's what I want. Something that I can do just everything with." So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and
good news.
That's why I'm happy to have you on here, man. Like, really. Because of the fact that I know what you can do, sexy boy, and we're going to have fun with that. Oh.
I ain't sexy.
To me, you are.
You cut these videos up, you are. And the worst thing about it is, like, I'm a capable human being. I could probably figure out how to do, like, rudimentary versions of what we're talking about, but I just haven't. I mean, I've used Windows Movies Maker before, and it's been okay. I mean, I know I can do it. I just haven't done it, so.
It just takes so long. I did a 5-minute music video to make fun of Tom Brady. It took me like 8 hours. I was like, no, I need something quicker than that.
Right.
That was how long like my videos had to render in the thing we used to do that, and then my quarantine podcast that I had. But that it took like 17 hours for a video to fucking load that could have been done on like something pirated faster. But no, I'm glad. Yay.
I physically got sick editing the short film I did a while ago. Like we tried to do it all so fast. We were trying to make a deadline for a festival, and I physically got sick because I mean, it could have been coincidence, but I'm like, this is the most I've done in like years. And when I was editing it, I mean, I didn't really know what I was doing, so I was just like, the guy who's editing with me, he's like, dude, I have to sleep. He's like, here. So he gave me a crash course of just how to pick my shots, and then he did everything else. But just doing that, I was puking, so I don't.
Was it the methamphetamine he gave you to stay up all night, or
it may have been? I don't know.
That sucks. But so Tim, I have a question for you.
No,
you didn't watch it.
Watch what?
Fury and Wilder.
How could I watch it? I didn't buy the pay-per-view, and I'm not a monster like Ray who will pirate shit. I'm not a fucking monster.
Hey, Tom is on my side here, and it's nice.
I technically didn't pay for it either, but it comes with the yeah. I'll leave it at that.
I know it. Oh, he's got illegal cable. That's what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about.
Don't blow up his spot, asshole.
I can't do that shit either. I pay so much for cable, and then everyone's like, dude, I'm doing this. I'm like, I can't do it. It would kill me if I did that, even though cable's ridiculously expensive. Everyone's like, dude, just do this. No one gets caught. I'm like, I'd feel awful. Capitalism. All right.
No, when it comes to pay-per-views, that's the only thing that I really, because I get every pay-per-view and don't have to pay for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a paranoid person. I would like be ready for like the FBI to come crashing through my windows when I'm watching a pay-per-view.
But see, it's legal because everything flows through Canada. So like,
nice.
Thing.
We need one of those as a sponsor. Actually, that's what we need.
Are pay-per-views free in Canada too? Probably.
The VPNs.
Canada. Probably not, but I mean, you get like, it's wonderful because you get all the programming you want, and then you get the Canadian version. Then you get some Spanish stuff too, and you get some other stuff that Ray don't like. So I'm not going to mention, Ray's affinity for a certain type of people. But you get
gonna say like.
No, I want to know now who you're talking about. If you're talking about Brazilians, absolutely, I'm against them. But that's, No,
not Brazilians. We already had a conversation about it before we got started.
Later in the show, Ray's going to have his rant on the new show, Our Kind of People. He's going to rant about how much he hates that show and how terrible it is. But Squid Game's good. Squid Game's fine.
Squid, it's like amazing.
Power is bullshit, apparently, according to Ray.
That's the only thing I can't get. Like the way the shows come on, the thing that I'm talking about, they're time released. So while y'all getting to see that, I won't probably see Squid Game till Christmas.
It's on Netflix. You can just get Netflix. It's not that expensive.
I can't afford Netflix.
Yeah, he works at a radio station in Willoughby, Ohio. He can't even afford food.
You know how I get paid? I get paid in Great Harvest Bread gift certificates.
Yeah. Are they still the Columbus Blue Jackets affiliate?
Yes.
Okay. The first year that they did that, my sultry tones, and I wish I would. If you find them in the archives, I want to hear them, but because
no one else does.
Our buddy Rob Bailey. No, this would definitely be for personal use. Rob Bailey had our buddy had me voicing the commercials, and I got paid in a Mally's gift card, I think.
Yep.
And an Atlas Cinema gift card. It was delightful.
Yep.
I ranted about it on stage the next, hours later.
I can find those. That's easy. I got a hold of everything. I mean, everything, every little thing.
That's what we're gonna start paying Thomason gift cards of like. What's gonna happen is we're gonna pick one at random from the Dollar General across from my house and give you that. So he's gonna get like Bed Bath and Beyond, iTunes, Outback.
I
Random shit.
was actually about to say Olive Garden.
Yeah,
And I'll take
like
them
that.
too. I am not picky. I will take
No, I
them.
wouldn't either, man. Like if you give me a gift card to any restaurant, I'm eating there. I'm not gonna say no. That's not my favorite. I don't like that place. No,
Right.
it's free. I eat it.
Right.
I'm eating it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what they
You
should
see
have?
the price of Smoky Bones? Smoky Bones like $80 a plate. You give me a gift certificate. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
I love Smoky
Well, if it's
Bones.
$80 a plate,
Oh.
you're not getting a gift card there, probably. Unless
Well, you know, it'll knock the bill down with
You'll
like
say, it won't-
$25.
yeah, you're gonna say
Why
it won't,
not?
yeah.
Just, you know.
you might pay for your gas to get there.
He gets Get-Go gift cards.
Hey, man.
Starbucks
yeah,
gift
Starbucks.
card.
Listen, gas cards are basically cash. If you drive, it's basically like giving someone cash.
Right.
Gas cards are amazing. Like, you ever have one of those and forget you have it and you use it and you're like, no money came out of my account. Nothing.
It's the greatest.
My tank's full. I didn't pay any money. That's a great day.
It's
Anyway, no, that's all I want for the rest of my life for Christmas or whatever. I just want to tell everyone in my family I just want gift cards for gas.
I told my mom, just give me fucking money. Like, I'll
Well,
go
that too.
buy the stuff I want, but just like gift cards are really what I want.
Last Christmas, I got a $50 Visa gift card, and I haven't used it yet. It's been in my wallet. I guess I keep forgetting about it.
Nice.
I guess I could use it for gas, but those things are weird because you have to know how much is on them, and that's just a weird thing.
Nah.
And they want you to tie them to your phone too. That's the one thing I hate. Like you get certain
Oh.
gift cards, or tie it to your phone so you can keep the no.
That's how they track you.
Mhm.
They use the harp machine to
Right,
do it.
Jesse Ventura.
It's, yes, I don't have time to bleed. You understand that, Tim Danko. I'm not going to go off camera anymore. Honestly, it's kind of stupid. I still might for the Alex Jones character, but that's still Alex Jones. He calls into places.
Are they letting Steve Guy book the comics for the Cleveland Comedy Festival? Because apparently they're getting this guy who used to be a wrestler. Right?
Dolph Ziggler. Yeah. I'm excited for that show. They're doing the Cleveland Comedy. What?
Is this like one of those things where like he just does what Mick Foley does and then he just like tells wrestling stories, or is he actually like a stand-up now?
I mean, he's done stuff at like the comedy store and places like that.
Like, does he say he's a comedian? Because like Mick Foley and like Jake the Snake, they don't say what they're doing is comedy. They say they just like go out and they tell stories for wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Or is this guy like a comic that non-wrestling fans will like because he's actually funny?
I think it's more of telling road stories. If it's not, and he has material, I would love to hear what his material is without watching any video.
I got that. That was the guy who actually is like a stand-up comic now. I think that's the guy. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he's done stuff at like the Comedy Works or he's done clubs and stuff.
One set of his, and it would probably tell you, right? Like there's like a 3 or 5 minute set somewhere.
Yeah,
we don't have to do that now, but I'm just curious. I'll do it later.
But yeah, maybe I want to go into because I'm going to that show. Come hell or high water, I'm gonna go to that fucking show.
Yeah, everyone needs to come to the shows this weekend. Thomas, what are you doing Friday or Saturday? You need to come to Funny Stop.
Friday I will be in Columbus, but Saturday I'm probably doing nothing. What's going on?
Our buddy Sean Lynch is headlining. He helped create Celebrity Deathmatch. If you're a Grand Theft Auto fan, he was DJ Michael Hunt. DJ Michael Hunt, everybody.
Yeah, we had him on one of our other episodes when we were trying to have him watch. We were gonna do a watch along of Celebrity Deathmatch with him, but we couldn't figure out how to do the video at the time. So we'll have him back on again and try that.
It was because of, thank God it's kind of been fixed by StreamYard, but their streaming of video just sucked. Like it was spotty. We tried a couple times with different people and it just did not work at all. It's terrible.
We'll definitely try it again. But I'm on the show, and Bob McClure is really funny. He's on the show. I'm sure Ray will have guest sets.
I'll be there Friday, and then I'm going to a costume party.
You won't be there Saturday.
Saturday.
What are you doing Saturday?
Costume party.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I had a costume party Saturday too, but I'm working this weekend to funny stuff, so I'm not going. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, they don't get to see my. You know what? Maybe when is Halloween? I'll dress as Mick Foley for the podcast.
I like it.
Sunday. Yeah, it's a Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then we'll do the Tuesday before. We'll do.
I like it.
We'll
all have
we'll do
costumes. I like it.
Woo! We're getting festive, guys.
We're gonna
Man, we
get
try
all
hard.
happy with
We
our
try hard for
costume.
our one listener.
Yes, literally. But it's right now. Yes.
So John, I love. You know who I love? Those guys.
Yes.
My favorite.
John 209, Casey Jones are in and out. But I don't trust, and I'm gonna say this, Tim, because we've had this. I don't trust the counter because all of a sudden it shows how many people after the show, and it's actually way higher than it actually showed. So
Well, I
don't
think
trust that shit.
counter is how many are listening at once, right? And a lot of those people, especially when we had the thing when people thought we had a link to the fights, that was just people coming in, seeing it wasn't what they wanted it to be, and then leaving. So it was just So
I'll take them though. It's views. Whatever really, gets us in the algorithm, I'm fine. I really don't care. Don't care anymore. Just get us fame and popularity. I want to quit doing pest control, guys.
That'd be weird, right? If that was a thing. I don't think we're interesting enough to do that, no matter how well we're doing at it. Honestly, that's probably true. I don't know.
I
don't know. I see other people that do it and how many views they get, and I'm like, you know what? The truth is, we could do it. It's like, yeah. Some of those guys, I don't know. They're not us. I'm not trying to shit on anybody. But
driving and smoking weed. Attaboy. Yes. Multitasking like a motherfucker.
That's good. And watching us, because I'm sure he's watching the video more than anything.
We're like one of those 1997 LED screens in the fucking dashboard, like on his right on his dashboard there, and he's just like lighting the bowl. It's a good time.
You ever watch television on those little, what are those things called? They were like this big. They're little mini TVs. The screen was like this big, and the rest of it was like this big, and it was handheld-ish. We had to hold it with two hands, and the signal was always garbage. You're trying to watch TV on it, and it's just. You ever remember those things?
Are you talking about the Sega handheld that they used to have? You could watch TV on that.
Sony made like a little TV. The screen was like that big, but the whole it was a rectangle, and you held it by two hands. The screen was tiny at the top. And it had an antenna and it was always garbage. That was like
used to have like wind up versions of those too.
Yep.
Yeah, those portable TVs were fucking weird, dude.
Yeah.
Thank God that
I had a mini DVD player too. That was better than the other thing.
I had only a CD player. Like and then like a TV and then whatever PlayStation was out at the time.
Ray had a cassette Walkman until 2014.
I had a cassette Walkman until 2018.
At that point, you can just tell people it's a fashion statement, right? Like it's like a hipster thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, the throwback, the cassette. Yeah, it's not because I have never been able to afford a CD since they came out. No, it's not that. Also, no good music has came out since 1998, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Well, what was Human Clay? 2000?
Maybe. I mean, that was definitely on cassette, I think. Well, the first one was.
It was on cassette and CD.
Yeah. When they stopped making cassette, probably longer than you think they did. I mean, cassettes.
I think they still make cassettes for like special.
Thomas, try to find that out. When did record labels stop putting out cassettes?
I guarantee you they still do it in like India. Like they still do it in like developing countries. Like you'll just have like some guy be in like Bangladesh be like, "Hey man, have you heard of Poison? I hope you have. Get the cassette, motherfucker." Like I want.
Isn't that weird? Like this actually is true. Like they don't get music for like 20 years after the fact. It's pretty great, actually.
Nah,
they're probably finding Creed out right now. Creed's gonna come back to tour Pakistan.
We're in India. We sing like everyone.
Wow.
What?
2003.
Oh.
Yeah, I figured it was probably like a lot longer than you think it was.
Yeah, that's funny. It's like FYE was like just becoming a thing around then, and they just they still had
finally
a wall.
closed the FYE in our mall down here was one of the last surviving ones for a long time. And
Yeah,
I think a year or two ago they closed down finally. But it was every time I was in there, like I don't go to the mall very often. It's like once a year maybe I end up in the mall for some reason. And every time I go there, I'm like, FYE's still fucking here.
That was one of my many music workplaces. FYE, NRM, Camelot. Shoot.
Did you work at Coconuts?
Yep. No, I didn't work at Coconuts, but I do have a relationship with Coconuts.
Ooh.
I'll explain it to you off camera.
It said, did you like have sex in the break room? Is that what it is?
No.
On the main floor? All right.
You know what? It's in my
all
past.
over the Beatles records, just all over them.
It's in my past.
Making them true white albums.
I'm beyond.
Ray.
So back in the day, I didn't really like working a lot. So
you do now? All right, that's good.
Unfortunately, you gotta work. Working is fun. That's what you tell yourself. So what happened was I had a hustle, and I found out that if you use this hustle, you can get stuff for free, and sometimes they won't come after you. Let's just say Coconuts has this nationwide list that I was on. I was number one in bad check writing for Coconuts
Nice
in the nation.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
I was passing bad checks for MC Hammer records.
There you go.
You know what though? MC Hammer would do the same shit, so that's all right. It's like he's not paying his taxes. He's stealing from us. Why can't I steal from him? That makes sense.
He buys a new Casey and JoJo record and it bounces the next day. You're just like, God damn.
They put
Although
the picture
Thomas
on the wall like that Seinfeld episode.
Yeah.
Seinfeld's on Netflix now, man. I really hope like a new generation like gets hip to Seinfeld. I really do.
Well, they're on Netflix and Comedy Central. Comedy Central will start airing them a little bit too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they were on Hulu,
they
and
syndicated
I think
now.
I mean they've been syndicated for years, but yeah, now that's on Netflix, you're gonna get a lot.
Yeah.
I watched the one the other day when George got a massage from a man.
Oh, that would make me so uncomfortable.
I felt it move.
That's a show I've never actually really watched episodes of.
Right, that's the only show with a laugh track I've ever enjoyed. But it's legitimately funny because the stuff on there, kind of like Curb Your Enthusiasm. If you ever watch that,
Yeah,
same kind of thing. Like it's just everyday stuff, and that's just so funny. It's just so funny.
yeah. I don't know. It's just one of those shows I was never really interested in.
Wow.
I don't know why. Ever. Like it's like Breaking Bad. I feel like I've already reached like past where I should have watched Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I never finished Breaking Bad, but
Yeah.
I don't really plan on it either.
No. I mean, I know what happens. So
I think what happened is I watched too much at once and I just got burnt out on it. That doesn't happen with a lot of shows, but that definitely happened with me in Breaking Bad. I think it was almost done or close to being done when I started it. So there was, I was watched a lot really fast, and then I'm like, I don't want any more of this.
I love Thomas's face of just utter confusion. I picked up some good weed from my homeless park friends. Well,
how can they be homeless and have good weed? How's that work?
You grow it on trees. They do it in fucking California all the time.
Maybe. I mean, there's probably some sort of weird Utah weed hustle we don't know about. Listen, if I'm trying to look for weed in Utah, you know who I'm calling.
They cut it or they grow it on top of psilocybin mushrooms. That's how I've heard to get you extra fun. It's like tobacco.
That's too much for me. I don't know if I can handle both of those things at once. I don't smoke enough weed for me to have the first time I smoke weed in month for it to have mushroom shit on it. Nah, that's too much for me.
Just I want to get you high. I've never actually seen you high before.
Me?
Yeah.
We got high the other day. I mean, the last time you came down here.
Oh yeah, but
I mean,
were you really high?
No, I mean, I took like 5 hits off your thing, but it was okay. I was okay. I mean, it was high, but I wasn't like.
Yeah, I want flour though. I want to see you just
All right.
because I have a Scream Bowl now too. So
Are we
like,
gonna do the paper the Abu Dhabi pay per view? We're gonna do that.
yes, hopeful. Like I will hopefully not be working that day. So because it's a
Okay,
Saturday,
well, let me know.
I will. But
And
we can
if
always
Thomas,
watch
if you can run
replays.
shit that day, maybe cool. But if not, we can handle it probably.
Oh no, I got it. I should be able to.
It's the
I'll
day
make it.
before Halloween. ESPN Plus is doing a free UFC like regular card, like monthly card. And it looks dope. It's from Abu Dhabi, which sucks. Like
Well, everybody can be spent. This is the month for everyone to spend their time over there. WWE, Abu Dhabi,
yeah,
UFC, everybody should be over there
I forgot there isn't it Crown Jewel coming up?
next Thursday.
Blood Money Jewel.
I'm gonna say they still do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they still
do.
do it.
WWE don't give a fuck. What are you talking about?
They're gonna get stuck on the tarmac again, being held hostage.
Like Vader after in Iraq.
Yeah, the only smart fucker that got out was Lesnar. Lesnar was
Well,
like,
yeah.
I had a dream that for some reason I was friends with Brock Lesnar. Yeah, don't know how that happened, but I tell you
That's
what,
awesome.
it wasn't enjoyable. It wasn't.
Why did you say that?
I don't know.
I've heard.
I don't know. I just remember the dream being like, this is kind of boring. This is not real fun. Anyway, that card is great. It's Jan Blachowicz and Glover Teixeira, Peter Yan and Corey Sandhagen, Islam Makhachev, Dan Hooker, Alexander Volkov, and Marcin Tarbura. That's going to be exciting. I like that.
Yeah, Marcin Tarbura, I'm picking in that fight. Like,
well,
that
I mean,
dude
yeah,
is
if he takes him
sexy.
down. I mean, however, when he fought, I don't know. He looked good against the last wrestler, Volkov. He fought. That was Walt Harris, but Li Jingliang and Hazmat Shimaev. Oh, that's good. That matchup makes a lot more sense for Hazmat Shimaev than the Leon Edwards fight. That seems silly. But that's the guy he actually probably should be fighting. And Li Jingliang, I know he won his last fight by knockout. I forget who he fought. And then how do you say the guy's name? Akalev and Ozdemir, which would be fun. So
yeah, Volkan, I'm happy to see him back in the octagon, and it's a shorter flight too. So we're gonna see it when they're the times that they're back in Abu Dhabi. We're gonna see a lot more international fighters, so that's gonna be a big plus coming up. And then what is it? Madison Square Garden is after that. Yeah,
Boo's fighting. Amanda Hebus is fighting on that.
I know.
In Abu Dhabi. She's fighting who Ray has called the most handsome woman in the UFC.
Oh my god, that woman. If you've ever seen her, I gotta find out her or what's her name again?
It's Verna Jadaroba. Jadaroba.
Thomas, pull up a picture of this woman right now. We have to. I
need spelling.
Okay, it's VIRNA JANDIROBA. VIROBA. Oh, let's see.
Yeah. This woman, she looks like Rob Schneider mated with a frog.
Jesus.
Yeah, like pull this bitch up. Like she is a handsome woman, like just the most striking male features I've ever seen in my life. And this broad is just, when I first saw her, I didn't know how to take her in. Like, have you ever seen somebody where you're like, oh, hi, hey buddy, how you doing? And you're like, how are you fucking born like that? Like, yeah, do the white photo.
The white photo.
The white background. That one's perfect. Like that is wrong. That's Fallon Fox. Like I think Fallon Fox got face work done.
And, I'm not going to be the asshole to say anything mean, but listen, she's a great fighter.
She's amazing. I'm not saying a bad word about her fighting.
But okay, you know what? All right.
So,
You just like
oh
the
my God,
Vanderlei
get
Silva
that
of
get
women's
that
fighting.
picture next to her. The second one over. I want to see her in a weigh-in.
Yeah,
Like
was she
that
smiling?
haircut
That looks
too.
good. Yeah, the haircut.
Wait a
Oh
minute,
my
hold on.
God, yeah, I want to see that haircut. It's right
No, we
next
can
to the
make
one
fun
you
of
have
her
clipped.
hair. That's fine.
This one
It's
right here.
very South Korean. Like she looks like she should be in Squid Game.
Just that, yeah, kind of. Brazilian though. She has that Jessica Andrade haircut, the high and tight.
Dude, she makes fucking Cyborg look like a 10. Like Cyborg's hot.
I don't
like,
know about that.
I think
I don't
Cyborg's
know about
hot,
that.
but like Cyborg is not that great looking, but at the same time, absolutely sexy.
So Ray, what
yeah.
you trying to say? If you had this sitting right across from you, looking into your eyes with her endearing eyes, you couldn't take it.
Well, which eyes are you looking into? Shit,
I
damn
would
it,
be.
I did it. Damn it. Damn it. I was trying not to. Shit. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
No. Hey, it's okay.
She wearing a helmet in that one? What is that? What is that?
That's like a hat.
Is it a hat?
It's a hat.
What's the name of the Mortal Kombat guy with that crazy hat? That's what is.
Kung Lao.
Yeah, it looks like Kung Lao.
Or like a Raiden hat.
Nah. See, that one's trying to be cute. That one's trying to be cute.
With this one right here?
Yeah, and like the flower is a wonderful touch. But dude, like that's the best friend in the movie. Like that's oh God. Like if somebody wants to fight you after like 8 shots. Like that's tequila face right there. But again, she's a savage. Like she is a monster of a human being. And
so is Amanda Hebus, and she's hot.
Well, yeah, but Casey. Well, Casey, okay, you're a day. I would go 4 minutes and then go. You know what, sir? I have to go. I feel weird.
Here's a nice handshake for you.
Yeah.
And I'm off.
I hand you a laurel and a hearty handshake as I leave from this sexual encounter.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
And this is someone who has had sex with women with penises is saying this.
Yes, so. It's true. I mean, it is what it is, homie. Like,
although he's not gonna anymore when he tells everybody how much he liked Chappelle's special.
I did. And I'm going to tell you why. He didn't just like the way he didn't grovel. He made it fun along the way rather than being like, because I was listening to Sam Roberts from SiriusXM on his solo thing he does on YouTube, where he talks about he felt kind of hurt. I don't think he felt kind of hurt. It was more like, fuck this. I'm going to go and give my opinion, but I'm going to take you on some joke rides to go along with it so it's not all sad. But I did love the 2 blue-haired SJWs in the crowd. If you go back and watch that special, there are 2 women in that crowd. When he's making fun of white women, they're fucking laughing their ass off. When he's making fun of white people, laughing their ass off. Great jokes, by the way. Honestly, Dave Chappelle is the fucking man. But when he starts getting into the OBGT plus, you can see them wilt. It's like Deontay Wilder in like the 5th round. They just wilted and didn't laugh for the rest of the special.
Did they just come to just be angry? Like, why do you come see Chappelle in the first row if you assume that? Like, it's not like hasn't done that before. He's done it a lot. That's was the point of this special, is that he's done it before. So why would you come see him in the front row unless you wanted to just come to be angry? You know, people do that though. They will come to be outraged so they can go on the internet and tell everyone why they hated it so much. I mean, like, the thing is, I thought it was great. However, I also say I'm not a trans person, so for their like, I don't
yeah, I don't know
if they say something is offensive to them. Okay, cool, that's fine, you can, but then don't listen to it though. I don't.
Yeah,
I know that's always the thing, but I don't know. he shouldn't be saying it. I'm like, yeah, okay. Kind of like, well, the John Gruden thing, right? It's like, don't read his emails, but he still shouldn't be saying those things.
Oh, when I
The thing
read
about John Gruden, I
emails
was
and
curious,
John
like, why are
Gruden, I'm like
people going through
fired.
his emails though? What?
When I heard that they were like went into his emails, I'm like, oh yeah, no wonder he resigned. Like that was a shitstorm.
Yeah, from 10 years ago.
I know. When are we gonna stop? That's the question.
No, it's just weird that why are they going through it? Like, whose idea was to try to go through his emails from 10 years ago? Like, whose idea was to finally leak his emails they've had on their computer for? Why do you have his emails on your computer for 10 years?
It was a Washington. Actually, we're investigating the Washington football team, and that's how that whole thing got started. And apparently,
he wasn't even coaching then, was he?
No,
it
pisses me off.
His brother was coaching there, but he never coached it.
That's right. His brother,
had
Jay,
a conversation with somebody, and they just ran it right down to ran it.
That said, and now that it came out, like, yeah, you have to resign. Like, you have you have the first openly gay player on your team. You can't coach. You can't coach him after that. Yeah. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's fine. I don't have any. I don't feel too bad for him, honestly. But the only thing that's weird is that these are 10-year-old emails. That's weird.
Yeah.
But I don't say those things, especially like I said. Like what?
But it was 10 years ago. Those were acceptable fucking things. I still use some of the things in the emails.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I yell at you for it. All right, Kat.
I know.
But what what do you think he actually thinks about Carl Nassib now that you read those emails? Like what he said, and what do you actually think he thinks?
I think because he was on the team, wasn't he on the team? Or no, was he a Texan before?
He was with Nassib was with Tampa Bay and then the Browns before that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Browns Tampa took him, and then he ended up there.
Mm-hmm.
See, my thing is, I would hope that he, because he's on his team and probably does well, correct? Like, does he have good stats?
Yeah.
Okay. That if he's a starter, then if he wasn't a starter, you could have an axe to grind. But the dude's a starter, so he works hard, and a guy like John Gruden notices hard work regardless of if whoever you like to fuck at night. I don't think John Gruden's one of those guys. Sure, he uses words, but I don't think that really affects him in a way.
Man, you know what though? When you read his emails, I feel like he had some thoughts he probably didn't say out loud.
I mean,
when you read that, you're like, when he heard that,
it's professional versus regular.
Maybe his family, but he had thoughts. Like, if anyone who uses words like that ever, you had thoughts.
And something to back you up on that, Tim. When I was watching ESPN this afternoon when I got home from work, and I forget who it was that was the sportscaster, but he was so outraged in describing what Gruden did. And remember, Gruden worked with ESPN.
Yeah, for a long time.
So it might have been some stuff there that just laid up under the cover. Homeboy brought it out. And it was like, oh, wow, you really take that of person. Even Max Kellerman was like, okay. Well, you let us know how you feel. That type of
yeah.
And that's fine.
It may have been an open secret at ESPN. Maybe he said things like that off camera before.
Yeah. So, but I don't know.
And I'm sure people were uncomfortable. When people say that kind of stuff to me, when I know there's a lot of, like, if they're a person they don't know very well, and I think the way they're saying it definitely is hateful, I'm like, dude, come on. When Ray says it jokingly, I'm still like, dude, we don't really say that anymore. But I know he doesn't actually have hate. But I know there's some people that are just hateful, and they just say, put the F word around with hate. And I'm just kind of like, why though? Why? I'm like, I usually think they're closeted. That's what I.
Yeah, no, they're absolutely closeted. What are you talking about?
Someone that now you know what, I'm not going to tell. Never mind. Pass.
We'll talk. We'll discuss off there.
Yeah.
I finally got my mic right. It falls.
No, I was just talking about someone who used to say a lot of homophobic things, and because of that, it's just always.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I really don't understand. It's you are who you are. Whatever. It's my favorite. One of my favorite Kyle Kinane jokes that he's ever done was the one about like trans people, And he's like, hey, man, I don't care how you came into this world, but if you have to get like aftermarket parts, I'm all for it. Like, I'm not judging somebody. I'll tell you a funny ass story. I was doing a stand-up show at Bounce nightclub, which it was like a prominent gay club. It's now a brewery on Detroit in Cleveland.
Is it a gay brewery? I want that. I want beers
Possibly.
that are all named after like
know.
gay celebrities, like the Anderson Cooper Lager.
It's bitter like his mom.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't think I don't think the Anderson Cooper would be a very good one.
No, the
Zach Quinto Pale Ale. We could do this all day.
Shepherd. The Shepherd Smith Martini. I guarantee you, it does taste of some good sangria because I think that man is a sangria guy. I think Chef Smith gets down with that.
We need a sangria episode.
Ooh,
I don't know why.
The Don Lemon drop.
We need an episode where we just drink sangrias. I don't know why. I think it would be funny.
I don't know if I
haven't had
anybody...
a good sangria in many a years. So,
oh man, what was I gonna say? I forgot. God damn you, Tim, for being funny, make me forget things.
Not bad. I don't know, something about you're talking about Kyle Kinane, and then you're talking about
yeah, when it comes to like the stuff with Chappelle and the LGBTQ plus community, you gotta like just bring it down, dude. Like it's comedy, and you shouldn't. It's like they find reasons to get mad, even though he's a fucking comedian. Like we're comics. We're a step above mime at best in the entertainment world. Like we're low.
I've said it before. I've heard some hacky comics do like hacky Tourette's jokes, and it doesn't make me mad. I just don't think it's funny.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to yell at them and feel like people shouldn't listen to them anymore because he made like dumb jokes about Tourette's I don't think are funny. Like, no, just don't listen to that comic. There you go. I don't know. I don't know what they want. Do they want him to burn? Like, why though? Like, I don't.
It's a weird thing, man.
I know like, a lot of people that say things that like Tucker Carlson. I don't like the things he says, but I don't want him to burn. I just don't want to hear him anymore. I just want to just not watch him.
He's one of the only Fox News pundits when like a video comes up on my YouTube channel because like I listen to a lot of like Gavin McGinnis and Anthony Cumia Compound Media shit. He comes up and I listen to him, and honestly, I like Greg Gutfeld. Like Gutfeld's funny. I talked to Iron Sheik. Turns out Don Lemon is piece of shit. Yeah, well. Sheiky Baby would say something like that. That's the sad part.
Or whoever writes his tweets nowadays would say something.
Yeah. I want to know who writes his Twitter.
I think it's Pete from the Funny Stop, honestly. Because that's how he talks in real life. And it's usually
my God, Tom, you have to meet him, man. We have to bring you down and meet the greatest club owner of all time, an angry, cursing Lebanese man. He is the best.
Tim Danko, I know you're gay. I met to me you're gay and I book you. I'm like, I'll tell you right now, I'm gay if you book me. I don't man.
I bet you $20 Browns lose. That's what it's. He like I love those guys.
Yeah, but you better pay him though. You better pay the Bearcat brothers if you.
I don't bet with Pete.
I know with Tony one time, but like John was like, "Yeah, I bet $20 with Tony." I'm like, "Dude, last time I bet Tony, I bet $200 with Tony."
I know,
and I lost.
Yeah, John told me that. John told me about that. That's hilarious.
Well, Tony was telling people it was more than it was. He was telling people it was like 400 or something. Like it was 2, and it was would have been 2020 game. Not last year. Not last year. The year before when Ohio State played Clemson. And it's still a good bet, right? They're getting 2 points, and I thought they were going to win the game. They should have won the game. They lost that one, but I was fine with the bet. What is this? I didn't know. Yeah, no, he's technically still alive. I think is that the Mandela effect on the Sheiky?
Possibly.
The Sheiky.
Did you? Oh my God! Well, no, but yeah, the Iron. Have I ever told my Iron Sheik story on this podcast?
I think so. So you don't have to tell it again. Moving on.
It's a fun thing. He tried to rob a 12-year-old. It's fantastic.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it was great. If go back and watch episodes, I guarantee it's there.
Go ahead and tell it. I don't think go ahead.
So I had one of those old LJN Iron Sheik dolls and he wanted to steal it from me. And I found that out from a wrestler because he knew I was a regular. And the dude, Dick Trimmins, fucking love that dude to death. One of the best local professional wrestlers I've ever seen. I actually got to perform in front of his tag team partner at the Improv. It was dope. But yeah, he comes over to me and is like, hey, Sheik's trying to saying he's gonna take this. So I just want you to know that. And
tell me that. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, and I come to at intermission to try and get my doll back and possibly get it autographed because I wanted an Iron Sheik doll. I met Chris Kattan and I pissed him off. But Norm Macdonald, R.I.P. But the crux of the joke is, or the crux of the story is, he goes, sit down next to Sheik, boy. Sit down and hang out with Sheik. And my dad, who's 6'6", 260, walks over to me and is getting mad, why are you sitting next to the Iron Sheik? And the Iron Sheik looks my dad dead in the face and goes, your boy is very good boy. Sheiky like him. And it was my dad who looked like me, didn't have glasses on. He just looks like and walks away. Walks away and leaves me with the Iron Sheik.
He's fine. He's in good hands, I'm sure. He's never made the Iron Sheik has never made bad decisions in his life.
No.
He'll be fine.
He's never fed a kid a pill, possibly. You never know.
Take Sheiky medicine, make you strong like Sheiky.
You grow hair and balls. I tell you right now, boy. That's how I did it against Hulk Hogan in Madison Square Garden. I break back and make him humble.
Speaking of ball, listen, Ray. I sent Ray a random message yesterday, and all it said was, "Ray, my balls are good." And Ray didn't follow up. He didn't follow up.
Well, as long as your testes are good, I'm fine with it.
He didn't ask what is it? It came with no context at all.
I said, was it swollen? Was it Nicki Minaj level swollen, or was it
No, I said apparently not. And then after that, he moved on to a different subject.
Okay.
He moved on to talk about Ray, as he does. He's like, "This, you haven't said my name yet. I haven't heard my name in this yet." Yeah, that's right.
As long as you're not Randy Marsh, where you have to put him in a fucking wheelbarrow, I'm fine with it. What happened? Where did you try to hop a fence and something went in?
No, well, okay. First, it's sometime Sunday, my balls started hurting and I sort of feel nauseous. And I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna be
balls is hard.
Just gonna try to ignore this. And then went to my brother's to watch the Browns game right after the game ended. And I was drinking, but then all of a sudden I felt like the spins. But I wasn't drinking. I haven't got that way from drinking in a really long time, and I haven't drank nearly enough to get that way. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden I was getting the spins. I'm gonna puke. And I'm in a chair, and they give me a bucket. Next thing I know, they're on top of me, freaking out. I'm like, dude, are you all right? I'm like, what? He's like, dude, you just passed out. I'm like, what? You were out for 30
Oh, no.
Yeah. And they called 911, and they came up to my brother's house, and they checked my vitals were fine. And I didn't feel great. I was nauseous, but I'm like, I'm not going to the hospital. I can't afford it. And when I said that out loud, the EMT had a real sad look on his face. So I'm like, yeah, this is the America we live in. Anyway, but so I didn't go, but I still felt crappy. I couldn't eat. And then the next morning I went to the hospital by myself at 6 in the morning.
A European hornet sting you and you're not
going to let me finish my story, or you're just going to put in a bunch of random bad jokes until I get through it? No?
Sort of the bit.
Do you have more? Do you have more, or do you want me to finish my story?
No, I'm waiting for the next.
I just said I went to the hospital, and now you don't want to know.
I do.
So this is a green screen. I'm actually still there.
Hey,
almost though, man. Dude, I was literally there for 12 hours. That's how backed up they were. I was in the lobby for 6.
Jesus.
Yeah, from 6 to noon. I was in the lobby, and there's a guy next to me. The one guy who was in front of me. and he got it maybe 40 minutes before I did, but he was literally bleeding. He had a gash in his wrist and needed stitches. He was in there 6 hours. He had it wrapped up, but he's just like back and forth like this, wincing in pain. I'm like, stitch this guy up. Do it out here. Anyway, so I told him what happened. I told him about that, and I told him about I had this weird testicle pain, and so they still don't know what's wrong with me. All I know is that I got a ultrasound on my testicles, and they're fine, which is good. So my balls are good, but not great. Getting an ultrasound of your testicles if you never had, like, it's not fun.
It's a weird experience.
Have you had one? It's not fun.
Yeah, I had it when I had a hernia.
They hurt. So, you know, I didn't like that, but then it's really weird. And like the ultrasound chick was hot, which wasn't helpful.
They always are.
I'm like, what? Why couldn't this, like, I wanted them to look like one of us. Like, that's what I want when I get that done. But don't worry, like, it was uncomfortable enough that wasn't a problem at all. Like, no, it sucked.
When I had like a growth after I got a hernia fixed, that was on like one of my right ball, like it was on my right ball tube, and I was 16, full of hormones, and I had one of the hottest women I've ever seen in my life handling my junk. And I just like, and my mom, luckily my mom was in there because I'm not going to get a fucking boner in front of my mom. But like, it was the most embarrassing, probably one of the most embarrassing moments of my fucking life.
No, it definitely sucks, but it's like, you know, they do it all the time. And like, and the thing is, there are people who have done that. They probably have gotten erections when they're getting ultrasounds. I definitely was not one because, like I said, I was in pain. So it's,
and ED.
That too, in the ED. But what else was I gonna say? I forget. I don't know. They don't know what's going on. I don't know. They don't know. They just sent me home with I picked it up today. I got some nausea medication, and I told him I was in pain, but like, how much pain? I'm like, I'm okay. I can tough it out. He asked me when he first saw me when he ordered my test, the doctor. He's like, "You need something for the pain?" I'm like, "Not really. I'm all right." I'm like, "Dude," I'm like, "Nausea though." So he gave me something for nausea, but when I left, he gave me a prescription for hydrocodone. So I'm like, okay. I guess if you tell a dude your balls hurt, he's like, I understand what that means. So here's some hard stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna take it, but you know.
Yeah, don't take hillbilly heroin. Why would you even try?
What?
Hillbilly heroin? Or no, you got hydro, right?
No, it's still, that's a narco.
Yeah. Ugh. This stuff makes me itch.
What's the thing? I'll take it if I need it, but hopefully I won't.
Yeah, Thomas, I took an Oxy once and it made me just itch all over. I was like, ugh, I can't. No, I love Vicodin though. Vicodin is one of the greatest drugs ever invented. Especially when you put it in
I've never taken one recreationally before. It's not my thing, but when I'm drunk and people have pills, I'm like, take one of those pills. Yeah.
Well, you live in T County. That's almost like that's a hello.
It's a problem here. It's a really, really big problem here. Like, I'm not even. I mean, it's bad.
No, it's an bad. Actual like
if anyone from T County or hears that I have some, they're probably gonna break into my house now.
It's an epidemic.
I heard that I have a dozen hydrocodone.
It's the West.
I could sell those very easily. It wouldn't be very difficult. But I'm not going to. Just like I said, I get
this part will be edited out of the podcast.
It's live. It's too late.
I know.
Ray hasn't made fun of any burn victims today, so.
Hey. You make fun of burn victims sometimes. It's fun.
Yeah, we had to do that once. We had to edit. This is before we were going live. We had an interview when Ray made fun of a guy's opponent and called him something he shouldn't have said. And then we had.
I thought he had like what do you call that disease?
Which one?
There's a UFC fighter that has that disease where skin pigment is different on different parts of the body.
Scotty Jorgensen, but he like got that fixed.
Oh, did he?
Like, he looks better. I remember like the last time we fought, he looks a lot better. So he has some kind of treatment.
But like that kind of, I thought it was that. Turned out he was a burn victim. Oh my God!
You called him Burn Man.
I did. If you
I believe
tell
you, man. That's why I'm afraid to take this, and I don't need it, and we don't know why I passed out. That's the thing. We still don't know. I have a new blood pressure medication. He said it might have been that, and I was drinking on it. I told him I was drinking. I wasn't lying. When the EMT came, he's like, how many have you had? And I'm like, I don't know, 5, 6. He's like, in all the years I've been doing this, you may have been the third person to not lie to me. I'm like, why would I lie to you right now? I'm like, what good is that going to do for me right now? I didn't want you to come. Like when I heard they called 911, which they should have done. They should have. But I was fine not going to the hospital. I went the next day. But anyway, it's just weird. We don't
balls know. Are your balls still hurting?
Yeah, a little less than yesterday. But yeah, they don't know why. So I don't know.
Yeah, you got to have some kind of circulation problem.
I don't know. I'm gonna follow up with my doctor. And we're gonna try to figure it out. Which, great. I'm gonna have another lady look at my testicles. So, fun times. No, listen. Obviously, I'm not making no one makes up ball pain, for anything.
No,
because no one wants anyone to. Yeah. If I wanted those pills, I would say my arm hurt or something. I wouldn't say ball because I don't want anyone rooting around down there if they don't have to. No one wants that. No one likes that. It's awful.
Oh,
I hated it, but.
Heart calves, anything like that. Don't nobody want nobody nowhere near.
Yeah.
Oh.
Makes one thing a word. The one thing they haven't checked is the other side. So if it's still happening, I have to tell my doctor she may need to check the other side, which I'm not looking forward to. But men's health, na. Balls and butts and dicks. All right.
And that weird thing in your butthole that the doctor pokes when you're 40.
Hey.
Have you had yours done? Get checked, all right?
I ain't got my snatch yet, and they ain't getting it until I'm good and damn ready.
Like I said, if this keeps happening, they may have to do it a little early. I mean, I'm 34. It's not like I'm 24, but
I haven't had that checked yet. I thought I did. I had some weird health issues. And like my teens.
Know what? When I was maybe a teenager, I had bleeding down there, and I didn't know what it was. But it was a fissure. You know what a fissure is?
Yes.
Okay. So
it wasn't your uncle's finger.
It was kind of like it was a little bleeder there. So luckily, because that was good. That means he didn't have to do anything. He's like, we know what it is. I don't have to go in there. I'm like, thank goodness, because they were scheduling a scope. So luckily it didn't happen.
Oh God, a scope.
They put you out. They put you out. But yeah,
I know, but still, it
didn't happen. It didn't happen, which is good. The only time a doctor ever had to go in there is when I had appendicitis when I was like 9 or 10.
I've never had that.
Never had one.
No, I didn't. Don't even need my appendix checked. I've never had that. Your balls are hurting. Any lower back pain?
No, not really.
Okay. Just I was assuming it's because you just jerk off so much because you're lonely.
We talked about this. I really don't.
I'm
too sad to jerk off. I don't have it in me anymore.
You're never too sad to do that. I'll do it in tears all the damn time.
You know what I did hear right before I was waiting to get discharged, and there was I don't know how much of this I should tell. But I mean, I don't know the woman. I couldn't tell you her name if I did. But I mean, it's something I wish I didn't overhear. She was older in her 80s, but the doctor told her she was going to die.
Oh,
yeah, and that was rough to hear from me. And took it like a champ, though. Really. Apparently she got a bad CAT scan, and they said we can do either one of two things. Option one is we get you out of here to another hospital, try to find you a surgeon, and see what they can do with it. We have to do it now. It's like, or number two is we call hospice. He's like, on this is like 6 months. It's like what it looks like, probably a lot less. And she says, okay, call hospice.
That's a gangster right there.
Yeah, hanging it up. Oh, you know what? She's my hero of the week. That's hero of the week.
Oh, is that hero of the week?
How could she not be hero of the week?
Right.
Prostatitis. Rover had prostatitis, I think. The local mega DJ here. He had
like I said, when I go to the doctor, if it's still happening, I'm gonna. That's the one.
That might be what they have to check.
Yeah, it's one thing they haven't checked. So I.
Well, the DJ that I saw his RV rocking in the road when I went to go visit Rob at 3 a.m.
Yeah, that thing is fucking insane. I've seen pictures of it, and that's about it. And I only met that dude once when I was at iHeartMedia. When I was at Clear Channel. That was the only time I met him once after I think it was we all met POD.
Okay.
Lucky.
Huh?
Lucky.
It was fun. They
I
were
saw
nice
POD
guys.
once. Yeah, I liked them.
I've never seen them. I met them because they did an acoustic set for Rover.
Okay.
So
That's one of those bands. Like, I know, I think the only time I ever listened to POD was that 3-year period where they were big. But
oh no, I did see them in Ozfest 2002.
okay, yeah, well, there's like 4 songs you want to hear. And you're like, yeah, I like to hear those songs live. Let's hear them. Let's hear him. Here Comes the Boom.
Yes.
Click, click. No. Here Comes the Boom is them. Click, click, boom is Saliva.
Yeah, Youth of the Nation. Fuck. Why can't I remember?
All right, bucket list bands. Let's do that quick. Go.
Fucking go. Tell them what you're gonna do and shiznit. I would say bucket list bands, The Police, but that'll probably never happen. Genesis, but I don't want to see Phil Collins now. If you've seen Phil Collins, not good. I don't know. I've pretty much like filled my bucket list of like bands I've always wanted to see.
Yeah, pretty close. I mean,
War was one of them. I've seen them like 5 times.
Chevelles one that I've been a fan of for a long time, and like every time I
Yes.
want to see them, it's like something happens. Like I had tickets to see Chevelle, I think 2 different times, and either I couldn't go or they didn't go, something like that. So yeah, Chevelle's definitely one I want to see because I'm a huge fan of Chevelle. Tool would be fun, but I don't know if I want to go to a Tool show just because of Tool fans. I don't know. They're kind of nuts. It might not be fun. Slipknot too, and Coheed,
Yes.
maybe Coheed.
I saw Coheed. Yeah,
Ghost
they're
would
fun.
be fun. Ghost would be fun to see.
Ghost. I want to see them and Volbeat are doing a show, I think, in Columbus.
They are? That'd be
Yeah.
a good show.
Yeah.
They're both Swedish. Oh, no, they're Swedish and they're Danish, right? Volbeat's Danish.
Volbeat's Danish, and I think
Ghost is
yeah,
Swedish.
Ghost is like Swedish or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that band. I actually want to buy a Papa and Muertes mask. Like,
Well, I just
that-
heard like they get like Nickelback level hate. I didn't even know that. Like,
Yeah.
people hate Ghost. There's some people that really hate Ghost.
I'm one of those. Like everything before the new one, I love. I don't like the new, but I appreciate him coming out and saying that he wanted to make music for bigger venues. So I can appreciate that, but I
Okay.
like everything before.
oh,
Dance Macabre.
Yeah, when it was more metal and less dance and it's real creepy. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
But I like those songs though, like Dance Morocco, whatever it's called. I love that song. That song makes people
Rats. Rats is one of those
I
newer
like to
songs.
dance when
I
I'm at a
like.
concert. All right, so I want to go see Ghost so I can dance.
They just released a new one last week.
Yeah, I heard it. What was it called?
I posted on my Facebook. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was pretty. It was decent because it had that mix to kind of take you back. But no, I'm like y'all. I'm done most of my bucket list. Ray knows one of my bucket lists that I've done.
Well, now that band
Offhand, no. 'Cause I'm
Madonna. Have
high
you
and
seen
drunk.
Madonna?
No, Rammstein.
Oh yeah, I did that one while we were in school together.
Yeah,
That was
Rammstein.
it was
That was
so
the show.
good.
That
So-
was a show.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see the Prodigy in New York. So yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous of you. I've always wanted to see Prodigy. I would only know Smack My Bitch Up and Firestarter, but those are
That
like
was the weirdest. Okay, quick story. My ex-fiance back then, 6 foot, hourglass figure, 275-pound, big booty, big titty.
attaboy, Thomas.
That's a
From
Ray.
my
That's a Ray
birthday.
Hycliffe dreamboat right there.
Yeah.
For my birthday, she bought 2 tickets to go see the Prodigy in New York. So we didn't know. Her friends, she was from there. Friends is acting funny. We couldn't stay in New York. So we rent a car. We drive from Cleveland to New York, get there in 8 hours, get there in time. Concert's supposed to start at like 9, but I forgot how New York stuff goes. The house DJ plays for like 3 hours. So the house DJ's playing. We're in VIP. This will make Ray laugh. There's nothing but Arab everything. You could think of anything, Indian, Muslim, Oh, that's what we were surrounded by. And my ex-fiance
Big
looked
Prodigy fans.
I would have. They like that kind of music over there. Like they love techno, fucking beats, and that's why Rammstein's big in like I think the Middle East because of the fact that they use a lot of techno shit.
Yep.
And and plus like anywhere in the East, they love a good show rather than just like some concerts are amazing, but like you can't beat Rammstein, like or Prodigy, I assume.
Prodigy was awesome. Once they took the stage, it was in where Studio 54 used to be. They renamed
Oh,
it.
okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The whole floor in VIP was constantly just shaking because everybody was jumping. I'm like, so about 1 o'clock, they aren't even through their set. 1 o'clock, my fiance is like, we can't afford to keep the car one more day. So we got to go back. So we already walked past Times Square to get to the car to get one because we parked pretty far. We made it back to Cleveland. We left New York at about 1. We made it back to Cleveland at 7 in the morning. That same day. So we all did it in one day. The very next day, I was like, I'm not doing shit. I'm done. She gets up. Hey, guess what? They're playing such a... I'm like, I'm not driving there. No, fuck that. So, yeah. I got my 2 bucket lists. There's nobody else. The one group I would want to see broke up. That was Fear My Thoughts out of Germany. So as soon as I got my tattoo of them, they broke up like a month later.
Oh. See, I crushed my bucket list when I went to Rock on the Range 2010. I got to see almost every single. I got to see Godsmack, 3 Days Grace, Seven Dust. I'd always wanted to see Seven Dust. I knocked that out in a day. Puddle of Mud before the guy decided to shittily sing a Nirvana song, and like Skillet, Taproot was at that fucking show. I'd always wanted to see goddamn Taproot, and they were there for the price of admission. I'm like, fuck yeah, baby, let's go. This is great. It was supposed to be Cold. I still want to see Cold live, but like, because I'm in
one song.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to go. I've seen Clutch twice, so like that's a bad. And here's the scary part about the first time or second time I saw Clutch was at a Flogging Molly show.
That don't even make sense.
2 diametrically opposed. Local H opened for Flogging Molly. I saw them open for Flogging Molly, and have seen them like thrice since. Like I love Local H, but like, and that was another bucket list band because I loved them in the 90s. But like, yeah, Rock on the Range 2010 kind of just like sawed my fucking bucket list into like nothing. So, you going to pee, buddy?
No, I feel like garbage though.
What?
I think I can't drink, man. I'm maybe it's my pills, so I'm not gonna drink anymore.
No.
Well, for now. Well, not ever. Well, how am I supposed to do funny stuff this weekend if I can't drink?
You're gonna be nervous as shit.
Anyway,
I want to be there now. I want to be there. I want to just see you like crash and burn. It'd be fun.
Why would you say? I don't ever want to see you crash. You are the worst kind of friend. You really are.
We're comics. There's nothing like watching somebody bomb.
You're a monster. Best set that y'all 2 have ever done?
What?
What's the best set that y'all 2 have
I don't
ever
know. I don't remember any of the good ones. I only remember the shitty ones.
Yeah, the shitty ones always stick out more. I would say it was my first 20 that I ever did. That was like 3 years into the business.
Stop saying the business.
It is. Stop the business.
Don't say the business. Don't say it.
Okay, into doing comedy.
That's better.
It was awesome. I was at the Paradise Island in Euclid in their basement and just laid waste to the room. That's like the one set that actually, no offense to our buddy Milton Wiley, love that dude, but Pickles and Pints in Willoughby, you'll know that place. Thomas. It's like a bar, Tim, that's in like a strip mall. It's right next to
I you said the word pints, I assumed it was a bar.
It's right next to an Ace Hardware and a scuba diving or a scuba diving place.
Pickles and Pines is either a bar or a male midget strip club.
Yes. That's on Sunday to keep open. That's usually what they do.
I'm sorry.
But
I apologize.
But it's on YouTube.
That's Brown Recluse all over again.
No, Brown Recluse is actually better. But you'll have to go back and find that episode
and delete it.
No, we need that clip. Anytime Tim Dango calls me racist, just play Brown Recluse, the Brown Recluse clip. But yeah, that was 15 minutes, and I fucking laid waste to that one. But we've told our worst stories with Sean Lynch, actually.
No, with Gene.
Oh yeah, Gene Walker as well. What's his podcast called?
Walk the Lines.
What was it again?
Walk the Lines.
There it is. Go check out Gene Walker, one of the great fucking guy. I love Gene Walker to death. But Thomas has never heard our worst set.
I'm not telling it. I don't feel like it today.
He said no.
I'll do it a different day. I'm not a weird. I don't feel right. I feel better now that I stopped drinking, and I'll probably be okay. But I was drinking. I'm like, this is gonna happen again if I keep drinking. So it must be maybe my blood pressure pills. Got to call the doctor. Probably not gonna take them anymore. Although they're working. My blood pressure was good, but like that must have been. I mean, it's the only change I've had. But the thing is, I drank on it like 3 or 4 times before, so maybe it wasn't quite in my system yet. I don't know. I'll tell the doctor.
Possibly.
They know that
I don't
drink,
know.
so they can't give me something that's going to mess me up every time I drink, or that's just not going to work.
Yeah.
They don't drink all the time, but
I do.
But I do want to drink some, and if I can't drink any more, period, that's a problem.
Yeah. I like Tim when he
sober
drinks.
for my blood pressure. You kidding me?
Oh my God. I love you, Tim. That's why we're the best damn podcast on the planet.
We're not, though. We're not the worst either. We're not the worst.
No. There's some podcasts out there where you're like, at least we're better than Greg Opie Hughes. That's what makes me happy.
Okay. What is he doing now? Probably still making a living?
No, he actually makes YouTube or Instagram live podcasts where he just talks into the camera to like the chat. Like we do the chat every once in a while, but we have funny shit. Like we have good content. Opie just has nothing. Like I feel bad for Anthony to
have so many people that can like make a living not being really good at anything. Like we need to be able to do that.
Well, maybe we'll get Greg Hughes on and he can tell us how to do that. He had a great radio show.
Brendan Schaub. How's that guy rich? Like he was an okay fighter, give him his money for his fights. He had a good win against Mirko Crop, but he got knocked out by Roy Nelson. He got crushed by Travis Brown. He tried to do a stand-up special 3 years in, and it was terrible. I'm sure he's better because I don't think it could have gotten worse. But like, but he's rich. I don't, I don't know why. But I don't give him crap. I like Brendan Schaub just fine, but it's just weird to me.
I don't like the fact that he changed the theme on his show. Sadly, I wish they would have gotten the same guy to do a theme song for that.
For what?
The Big Brown Breakdown, when it was the Big Brown Breakdown, not Below the Belt.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good. I'll send you an episode. You have to listen to the theme song. It's fucking hilarious. It's great.
So
but yeah, Brendan Schaub also had a guy like Brian Callen,
that's true. He has famous
is
friends.
a G.
So that helps too.
Schaub is a hustler.
Yeah,
that is true.
I don't dislike him, but I mean, he's doing something right.
No, we're not shitting on Brendan Schaub. Like
And I'm
that
sure his
man
stand-up
is.
is better than it was. I mean, no one should do a special 3 years. Who could pull off a special 3? There's been like maybe 3 people on Earth who probably could have had a funny special 3 years in. And Chappelle was one of them. He probably whenever his first special was, probably wasn't even 3 years in, but I'm sure it was good. But
I don't know. That's the thing. Like,
don't do a special 3 years in.
No. That I always love those comics who are like 3 years in and all of a sudden they film a special and it's usually like at a place they had to rent out and get all the shit. And you watch it and you're like, oh, you brought your friends and family, didn't you? Oh, look at that. It's the dumbest thing ever. I've been doing this 7
want to have
years.
something on tape. Like I understand that, but
tape a fucking 5-minute set and see how bad you
they
suck.
want to have all their junk on that. You know, some people want to quit, so they put all their. They do it so they can quit. They want to have all their stuff down. That's what Bill Spork did. I mean, he didn't quit. Well, I mean, he hasn't really done anything, but like he did
Bill
it
Spork does
and
music
got to stop. I know, but he did music before, but he did one just so he can just wanted all his stuff down. So I haven't seen it. I don't know. I know he did it at Stone Tavern. But.
I love shitting on Shar. Who's Shar? I don't think. He's trying to say Shop. I don't think he's funny at all. Stand up, although he does have a quick, funny lines occasionally. Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, like this show. We probably get one an episode.
Yeah, it's true. Especially with my punchlines. I mean, it's
show bombs. The show bombs.
Yes, we need a show. What we need is also a sound or a mixing board, so like Thomas can play sound effects for us off of like I'll buy you like a Galaxy pad, and you can just press the like sound effects of like show bomb. That would be awesome.
What show bomb would be a good one.
Toys. If you give me toys,
oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
no, we're already in the hole for this thing, so that's
we'll
probably
hook
the next
you up,
thing.
son.
Going more in debt. Yeah, we also need sounder of both of our moms yelling at us. That would be a good sounder. Yeah, so you can play that.
My mom doesn't yell at me. She's learned that lesson.
Well, she can just record one. She can do
it. But she yelled at me one time at a Buffalo hotel room in front of a bunch of my teammates on like a hockey weekend. One of the most embarrassing moments of my life.
Okay. Well,
I had snuck out and she like told me to get back in the hotel room. It was sad.
Raymond.
It was sad.
You wanted to drink Mountain Dew with the boys, didn't you?
I did. I wanted to play video game, the N64 that somebody brought.
Oh.
They were playing GoldenEye that night.
Oh.
That's gonna be our next thing. Is we're gonna start a gaming channel if no one else will watch this.
I'm down. I got the Switch.
I'm a shitty gamer, so you guys can just all kick my ass at video games. That's fine.
Do you know
it would be fun if we all just played like really random sports games. Like I think I have like NBA Jam 02 somewhere.
Oh shit!
Oh no, not NBA Jam, NBA Live.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's on the cover? Do you know?
Jason Kidd, I think.
What year was that?
I don't know. I think I have it though, because like no one will
like 02? 05?
I don't know.
It might be 05. My favorite NCAA football one is Larry Fitzgerald in a Pitt uniform. That was
I had that one too. Yeah, I think I had that one. Well, I had all those. That was still my favorite game. Was the NCAA football game. When they stopped making that, it broke my heart. They're bringing it back. I hope. I think. Although a couple schools
they've said they're
Notre Dame opted out. No, it's for real this time. They are working on it.
No, I have not heard the rap video for Crystalia, and I will. Is that not.
New?
Crystalia is funny live.
Are you talking about when he did the Eminem thing? That
probably the Eminem thing.
And then he was in an Eminem video.
Yeah.
Is that what he's talking about? Yeah, he did the Eminem joke, and then he did the Eminem video. I don't know.
What
it was here it is. NBA Live 03. That's pretty close.
03. Okay. Yeah. Almost. But no, yeah. You know what video game I've gotten super into now that I have a console? It's fucking Rocket League. I am obsessed. obsessed with fucking Rocket League on the Switch. I don't know what it is, but anytime I'm bored, I always have my Switch like in a book bag. And if I'm super bored, I'll hook my Switch up and just like score 3 goals on a bunch of 12-year-olds. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I got a discrepancy. You love Rocket League, but you can't get into fucking soccer.
Yeah. I need at least a little bit of fantasy to my soccer. Like,
Dude,
it's 3-on-3 a lot of the time is what I play. And I don't know. I like the cars, and I like the cars. The cars are the coolest part. Like, there's a dumb 007 thing they're doing right now, and it's an Aston Martin skin, and I want it. Like, I want it desperately. Oh, but I don't like soccer. I don't know why. I like going to soccer games live, but watching it, I've gotten kind of bored.
As a fan of sports games, FIFA's been killing it for years. FIFA's a great game. Great game. I didn't get this year's, but I may get it now that I think about it, because FIFA's fun. I don't play online because I don't want to get smashed by people all over the world.
Right.
You know what? I played some baseball, MLB The Show online sometimes, but I'm not great at that either. I don't know. Sometimes life is hard enough. I don't want to be frustrated by my video games as well. So sometimes I'll even just put it on fucking easy mode and just rake it because I'm bored.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be fun, man. So, but yeah, FIFA game. I looked up, I tried to think who was on NBA Live 2002, and I looked it up. It took me a second to realize who it is. Steve Francis. Remember Steve Francis?
Oh my God, Steve Francis. Former Rocket. Oh,
there was an Xbox cover too with Michael Jordan on it. With the
yeah, they had some kind of a Michael Jordan edition for Xbox only in 2002. I remember that. But the one game I'm looking forward to, and it's a remaster more than anything because I have a Switch now. They're bringing all the PlayStation 2 era Grand Theft Auto games to new consoles, and the Switch is one of them.
Sean getting another
I can't wait for San Andreas. It's gonna be so. No, he did another one that was a joke, and it was hilarious under the name Sank. Something. If you type that in, you'll see it. I never even knew that. If we're talking about Shab.
Listen, he's talking about Dalia.
Dalia.
We're not allowed to watch Dalia. We don't want to get canceled, so we're gonna.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
We don't want that smoke either.
No.
In 2004 NBA Live cover was Vince Carter, who just stopped playing basketball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
Vince was like 20 years in 2004, wasn't he? Like,
yeah, he was. Did he win the dunk contest
NBA
that
Live,
year?
and then he was in 2K, and the graphic difference between his like first and last video games are insane.
I think I've sent it to you, Tim, but Thomas, you've probably seen the Brock Lesnar is the only guy to be in a WWE video game, a UFC video game, and Madden. Yep. Like, he was in Madden because he was also on the it was the year they had all the NFL Europe teams. And I remember that, yeah. And he was on like the Galaxy, like the Munich Galaxy or something like that.
Frankfurt.
What was that? Frankfurt. That's it. Frankfurt Galaxy. And you see the Brock Lesnar. It doesn't even fucking look like Brock Lesnar. That's the funny part. And his number was 69. Of course it was. Of course it would be 69.
But look at him now. He's a video game character. He's a warlock from freaking Warcraft now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and Deontay Wilder both could go on raids together and fucking...
When he came out with that mask on, I was like, what the heck?
Have you ever seen Deontay Wilder do an intro before?
No, that was my first time.
I didn't see his. I saw Fury's.
Fury's was dope.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, when I was watching that, because I was looking at, I found a blog and I did play-by-play. I was just refreshing until the fight was over. But they showed the video of the walk-in, and I'm like, why did Dana White hate these so much? I mean, look how great they are.
Yes!
Like elaborate walkouts. I'm like, look how great this is. You won't even let the main event do this? I'm like, look how great it is. Playing AC/DC, dressed, I don't know, what was he dressed as? I don't know, something weird.
He was dressed as a Spartan king. That's what he was dressed as. He was with that fucking brush on his
Right, that's what
helmet.
it was. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Why do you hate that so much? You hate fun? You hate
Yeah.
pageantry? Who hates
Yeah.
pageantry?
but
Homophobes.
but yeah, fucking Deontay Wilder looked like what was that, Ghost of Tetsume? He looked
Yeah.
like a boss in Ghost of Tetsume with that fucking mask and everything. Dude, you should go back and watch what I call the Shredder entrance. He came out, and this was when the second time he lost to Fury, or second time he
Is this
lost
when he
to Fury.
blamed the outfit?
Yeah, he had this.
What was he blaming this time?
He hasn't. I've seen some stuff of interviews from Deontay Wilder, or from people that saw him leaving the hospital. He's not blaming anybody but himself. Hopefully, I did not like
what
that.
It is.
I mean, I sent both of you guys that fucking thing of his gloves, or Tyson Fury's gloves being a problem again for fucking Deontay Wilder. But before the fight, hours before they were getting in the ring, Deontay Wilder had fucking Tyson Fury's gloves checked. But man, you want to talk about a guy who, like, the grapes are definitely sour with this one. He is, to me, Deontay Wilder is one of the sorest losers to ever exist in sport. Like, this goes past Mickey Mantle after the 1960 World Series saying the wrong team won, or the better team didn't win. Like, Deontay Wilder is a and I'm going to say this, and he can beat the shit out of me, and I'm going to look in the camera when I say this. Deontay Wilder could kill me with his fists, and I understand this, but he's a bitch. Like, Deontay Wilder is one of the biggest bitches in boxing history for the shit he said about Tyson Fury. And I'm going to say this. He had a better showing this fight, but I honestly think their first fight was the best. Better showing this time in the third fight. Really was able to throw the body jab a lot easier. He threw that right hand a couple times, dropped Wilder in the fourth round twice, or Fury twice, and really looked good until probably the sixth round. Sixth round is when you really started to see Deontay Wilder wilt like a fucking rose in the wintertime. You could see he just wanted to get to the final bell and go 12 rounds. Like, you could tell that kid wanted to do shit. And actually, credit to the English commentators. I was watching the free thing that I sent you guys, because I'm a scumbag and I enjoy free things. And in the 10th round, Deontay Wilder had a really good flurry to end the 10th round. Amazing. But at the same time, you could tell he was done. And when Fury finally got that right hook in, I was happy. I was in my car watching it on my phone, just going, fuck yes, he won. And I knew he won, and I played Freed from Desire by Gala the night he won. I had a great time. I got drunk as fuck. It was a celebration time for the gypsy people. But Deontay Wilder, I will say, like, hopefully he'll be back, but he won't be WBC champion while Tyson Fury is WBC champion. There's no way. Absolutely no way. And he's got really no other opponents, too, at this point. No?
Well, they'll always find him somebody.
But it'll be a tomato can compared to the top five. Like, it's...
No, the only thing that seems super interesting right now is obviously unifying the belts. But some people are just shitty losers. And Deontay Wilder crushed everybody before that. And then when he found someone who is, what it is he's better than him. That's why he's beat him. Because Tyson Fury is a better boxer than he is. He didn't take it very well. And
for a guy like Tyson Fury, I'm trying to fucking fish to the other side. Okay, Ray. Hold on. Fuck it. All right, bring in the case here. All right. Got tired of it. My OCD kind of got to me.
I don't even want to hear it.
To me, that I don't want to really. I want to see AJ versus Usyk first.
What's going to happen?
But I don't ever think they're going to unify the titles. I don't think they're ever going to do it. You'll never have every belt on one guy. It just won't happen.
Well, we hope so. And the Usyk Joshua fight happening again is better for Fury, even if it does happen, or they're going to try to get it done. Because right now,
a little bit more time.
Well, yeah, that and Joshua sometimes doesn't show up, and that's what happened against Andy Garcia. He doesn't show up, and then he came back and beat up Andy Garcia. So if he comes up and beats up Usyk, you're like, all right, he doesn't show up. He took him lightly, and he got beat. Or Usyk beats him again, and you're like, okay, this guy's for real. So now I was having fight Tyson Fury. So not saying he's not for real anyway. He probably is, but
I saw a rumor that Andy Ruiz challenged Tyson Fury.
Andy Ruiz, not Garcia. Yeah, it's like an from Ocean's 11. Tony and Terry Benedict.
I would love to see that fight for the WBC world title. I would love to see Andy Ruiz versus Tyson Fury because I think Tyson would dispatch him quicker than people think. I really do. Just because Andy is a small guy and Tyson is too good. Too good and tough.
Wilder and Ruiz would be good too. I thought that was going to happen.
Yeah, Zelenov gave Deontay a run for his money in their fight, but like I don't know, you give a guy like Tyson Fury though. My biggest comeback or come away from this whole fight is just gypsy chins apparently are made of like something from this, like not of this earth. He took so many shots that I remember the Ortiz fight with Deontay Wilder. Deontay fucking knocked the fuck out of Ortiz to the point where Ortiz was cross-eyed. I think Cuban doctors are still trying to fix that problem with Ortiz from that Deontay Wilder shot. But Tyson Fury he's not human. Like there's no fucking way that dude was born in an egg. There's no fucking way that he came out of a woman at all. He's a psychopath. I love him for it. And I'm happy he won. Like I got real because it's better for the heavyweight division that a guy like Tyson Fury is at an after party with Steve Aoki singing karaoke. Like it goes well with a pun and it's a natural fucking wordplay. Like it's perfect. And Tyson Fury is a great singer too.
Compared to who? Other boxers?
I mean, he's pretty good. Have you ever heard him sing?
No.
Oh my God. You know what? Thomas,
no, let's not.
Find Tyson Fury singing. Tyson Fury singing is the best. No. He serenades the crowd, sir. He fucking sang Walking in Memphis, but called it Walking in Vegas. It was so good.
Just sing Walking in Memphis. Don't try to make Walking in Memphis any better. It's impossible.
I mean, Walking in Pittsburgh is a decent song.
No, it's not, because Walking in Memphis is perfect song.
It's a great song.
Don't fuck with a perfect song.
But like Tyson Fury, he said it best himself. Like he is a once in a generation fighter. He is a guy who's just too goddamn good.
Well, I mean, the GOAT conversation has to come up. Is he the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time? And I guess the only really fair way to have the GOAT conversation is I don't know, some people, or if we had a time machine, I'm like, that's never fair, right? But it's more who is most dominant in their era, right? And I mean, no one's beat him. So I mean, what do he's
one of the most intelligent boxers on God's green earth right now.
And he's huge, and it helps that he's bigger than everybody.
6'9", sir.
And he just leans on Wilder, and Wilder couldn't handle it. And then unless he figured out how to really beat him, and he said the end of the first fight, right? So the second fight he beat him up, and the third fight he beat him up.
Yeah. And again, the way he threw that right hand in was just so perfect. Like it was beautiful. I've never seen a right hook at a heavyweight. He has, I was telling Thomas earlier, one of the best right hooks in heavyweight division history. without a doubt, son. Probably one of the best. And we're getting, yep. Here we go. Put some sound on that. Press the thing on. Yes.
I said I'd sing a song tonight, didn't I?
Yes. Critique it.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. Sing along if you know the words. And I knew if I had my chance, I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step.
Yes.
I can't
It's all right.
remember if I cried.
Yeah, right. You can cut it off now. I don't want to get a copyright from PVC on that one.
Don McClain's got to sue us.
Yeah, Don McClain will be like, "Fuck you."
Did he ever sue Madonna for that shit? Like, I know they had to give her permission, but like, that's probably the worst cover of all. I know you're a big Madonna fan, but like, she should not have done a cover of American Pie.
Well, no, she should not have, but I did get a thrill last week because I got to see Madonna's ass again.
On Jimmy Fallon. Yeah. Worst ass I've ever seen, by the way.
Yeah, it is. It's not like it used to be, but it's still seeing her ass.
Oh, she had some kind of strap holding it up, and you're like, oh God, no.
Plus,
put it away,
fix
Nana.
and flat they injected into it.
No.
That's, we're talking about Thomas needs a nickname. That's his nickname. Tommy Borderline is going to be his new
Tommy
new
Borderline.
Tommy Borderline.
I'll take it.
He sounds like a front man. He runs the butcher shop. His name's Tommy Borderline. That's
yeah.
Oh my God. I love it. What fights did you watch for the UFC card, sir?
The important ones.
Same. I watched it was important to me, which was the last two. Bobby Brown or Randy Brown, by the way.
I'd much rather see Bobby Brown fight now that you mentioned it. That's what I want. I want celebrity MMA. Bobby Brown versus, I don't know, anybody. So let's our dude Sean Lynch and Bob McClure. It was like a week after I was in LA. The next time I went to this open mic at a bowling alley that their friends run. It was a lot of fun. But they said that the next week that Bobby Brown and his dad came in matching outfits and both did sets. I'm like, I missed that. How did I miss that?
Oh,
That's funny.
Bobby Brown and his dad in matching outfits doing comedy sets in a bowling alley.
Oh.
LA is a crazy place, dog.
I've never been, so I don't know.
I ain't going. Nope.
Because of that, I don't want to go now. It's got a shitty now.
Right.
Maybe
I
in a
would
few
love
years.
to see that, but I ain't going to LA.
Yeah, LA is a wild town, dude.
My first thought was like Bobby Brown puts a whole set together, like Pete will hire him at the funny stuff. He will have Bobby Brown.
I want you to ask them if they can get that in kid sizes. That's a Ghostbusters reference. Bobby Brown was in Ghostbusters too.
Yeah.
Tim does not like. Tim does not approve. It's okay.
Tim feels like shit. I mean, I feel bad. I'm not going to pass out, but I want to drink more, but I can't. Like, I know if I do, I'll probably end up passed out.
Yeah,
It has to be my blood pressure. It has to be the blood pressure.
Has to be. And at that point, fuck that medication.
Yeah.
Do what she do. Drink all beer.
Oh God.
Well, we can cut it off if your balls are hurting too much.
I'm fine. No, my balls feel fine. It's just
what medication did they put you on?
I forget what it's called. It starts with an L.
Lisinopril?
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Lisinopril.
Well, I don't now.
Yeah, I don't like lisinopril. They took me off of it.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I think it's the only other thing I can think of. It has to be that. I don't know what else it would be. Like, so I don't know. So I'm
man.
I'm not taking it anymore. Today was my last. I'm not taking it. So I'll
I
call them and
take
tell them that I'm not going to take it
anymore.
anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, the Cinepro, nah. The Cinepril's nasty. It really is. It's yeah.
Yeah. Well, it took like 3 weeks for this to happen though, because I mean, like I drank a couple times when I went to that concert. I drank a bunch and I was on it then, but that was the first week I started it. So figured.
Yeah, it
maybe
might have
would happen
needed
by
time to
then.
get in your system.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm done. Yeah, fuck that.
Ugh.
Yeah. And even if I don't even know if I'm going to be able to drink this week because of that. If I don't take it anymore this week, by the time I hit Friday, it's around. I don't know. I'll try to be careful, which is difficult because I like to do drinking. So
Yes, you do. And that's why we love you, Timothy.
I don't even do it every day. I told the doctors the truth. I'm like, maybe 2 times a week usually. It might be 3 this week, but well, not really. I don't know. It's a bummer.
It is.
If I can't get drunk, what is life, y'all?
What is life?
If you stop taking it today, you should probably have it pissed out by Friday.
All right, I'm not taking it out. Taking it anymore. I will call
I'll
the
be right
doctor,
back.
though,
I gotta
probably,
pee.
if I remember, because I'm pretty sure that's a problem. Yeah, because if it's going to affect my drinking, it's not like I'm drinking every single day. It's not like, but it's like when I got drunk, and like today, I didn't drink that much yet. This is my only drink. I mean, there is 4 shots in there, but I didn't drink. I maybe have 2 shots worth, so.
But you don't want anything like with me. My doctors know I drink. I and with all my heart medication stuff like that, I make sure it's controlled. So it's
Right.
cool when I do drink. I don't drink that often either. You don't want nothing that's gonna make you feel like because even say not even the alcohol thing, it might have an adverse effect on something else too.
Right.
So yeah.
Before this, it was fine, but I mean, I passed out and I scared the hell out of my family. Right.
Yeah.
My brother, my sister-in-law, and her brother were there, and they freaked the fuck out. Of course they did. I mean, why wouldn't they?
There's too much other fucking shit out there that you can take. Like
Yeah.
Lisinopril is not. I don't even know why they put you on that. Like now, especially with your age, you shouldn't be on that.
It's not even super high. I mean, the last time I went in, it was the highest, but it wasn't insanely high.
It's not, but the super little shit is the shit that'll choke you out. Like it was.
No, I mean my blood pressure. My blood pressure wasn't. It was like borderline high, and it was last time I went in, it was the highest it's ever been. But they're like, yeah, let's try it. I'm like, that's fine, we'll try it. But I don't really know how necessary it is. Well, you know what? The thing is, if I just fucking exercise, it'd be fine. But if it's exercise or drinking, if I had to choose one or the other, maybe I'll start walking.
That's not an easy choice. Shoot,
I know that's tough.
I'm finding out how hard it is to do exercise with physical therapy. I didn't know that fat was supposed to still move consistently to be functional. So yeah, I'm learning that now.
Stop talking shit about me.
No, we're talking shit about my damn medication. Fuck that shit. I'm not taking it anymore.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Tell your doctor.
I'm gonna tell the doctor. I'm gonna call.
Be like, bitch.
And I'm not gonna take anything this week. Maybe next week I'll start something new. They give me something new, which they probably will. They'll probably just call me in something new. But yeah, I'm not gonna take it until after this week. So, and I'm gonna try to be like this. Like I felt a little woozy, and I stopped taking it. Now I stop drinking. Now I feel fine. Right. So there's a warning now. Right, and that's what happened.
Tristan.
Sure.
Seth Rogen, Jack Black, and a black guy for diversity. I feel like that's exactly what this podcast has become.
Actually,
and I'm fine with it.
What did I
gotta be
tell you
woke
to
somehow.
find before you told me about Thomas? Who did I tell you to find for a producer?
A black girl.
Yeah, I wanted.
You pulled a Joe Biden on me. I have to have a woman of color.
I wanted a sassy black woman. I wanted like a Miss Pat for the show.
Yes. You know what? Thomas is definitely a reasonable facsimile, and that's why I like him in both weight and looks.
Like I would tell you to ask Wanda Mayfield, but she would just take the show over. She'd be better than both of us, and we would just be no longer necessary. It would just be Wanda's show.
It would be a very good interview at that point. Like that's what that would be.
Yeah, we should have Wanda on anyway. Wanda's awesome. Wanda's the best.
Fuck yeah. Now I'm just holding my microphone in my hand. Like We need
A
new
lot of
microphone
comics do
stands.
that, right? They'll just go with the straight up like normal microphone, plug it into their computer because that's what they're used to.
It's weird to
Well,
me.
it wouldn't. You know what? If I didn't
Plus, I
already
paid
have this
$90
mic,
for
that's
this.
probably what I would do. Like I would, until I'm used to this now. But originally, I'm like, I'd rather just have one because I'm used to this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, sure. And
Positive.
we don't want someone here defending hip hop every episode. Are you kidding me? Not a big hip hop fan. Not for any reason in particular. I mean, sometimes there's some songs I like, but just in general, I like real instruments. That's my main thing. Like, tell me when they're playing real instruments on there, and then I'll listen to it. I know that even rock music sometimes has fake drums now. I understand that, but I mean, stuff that sounds fake.
And
What? Well, that's
if
it.
the lyrics are good on a hip hop song,
Possibly.
that's why I love T-Pain. Like T-Pain's music is never bad, ever. It only gets funny.
Also, I hate autotune. I'm so anti-autotune. I hate it. I absolutely positively hate autotune. Anytime anyone listen, it takes the soul out of your voice. T-Pain can actually sing. Why is he using autotune?
Because he's fucking T-Pain, son. That's why.
Is he still using it after he won the Masked Singer?
Yes. Yeah, I believe so.
He was that singer.
Yeah,
He did. He's if we're talking bucket list, by the way, that is a
Masked
bucket
Singer.
list cons for me. All day is a T-Pain show. I've always wanted to go to a T-Pain show just to say, because I've seen Tech 9 like 3 times. So I want to go in the opposite direction into T-Pain territory and party my dick off. Never heard a bad T-Pain song. Goddamn right, son. That's exactly. I love old hip hop, but it's pretty much garbage in the last. I'm going to say you're wrong.
How? I
Okay.
agree with him, but go ahead. How?
Okay.
dude.
Let me.
What? Mumble rap ruined everything. Whatever the hell that is. We should get that out. Let's just get that out of the planet. Let's just take all
That's
the
a
mumble
lie.
rappers and all their music, all their masters, and just shoot it into a rocket, one of those Bezos rockets, and leave them up there. Bring Shatner back, but leave the music and the mumble rappers.
There's
That's
some
tomorrow,
there's
though,
some-
man. Captain Kirk's going to the moon or some shit, onto space.
No, he's going into like the first orbit, or
Okay.
like
That dude's 90.
I know.
But that's writing its own story for itself. Captain Kirk is going to.
Captain's log. Stardate 7:45 AD. There's something on the wing. One of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes is with William Shatner. The Gremlin episode. Have you guys ever seen that?
No.
Oh, it's so fun. He's basically a lunatic, like a guy that just got out of an asylum, and
You know
he
who else is
sees
a good band? Golden Earring.
Yes! Gold Earring is the best.
You said Twilight Zone, so that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Golden Earring.
I love that song. They also did Lunatic Fringe, which is
Yeah,
I
Radar
know
Love.
that
Yeah.
you're out there.
Yeah, Radar Love.
Yeah, they did do it. I saw Stevie Wonder a couple years ago. Well, he did not see you.
We're the worst. There we go, everybody. Well, we're all hacks. Congratulations, hacks. Way to go. Way to be original, hacks. Get out of here. Monsters, all of you. Me too.
Moral high ground Tim has come up.
I said it too. We all suck.
I know. I fucking love that joke. My high school track coach said that to somebody. Hip hop's first wave, the best. West Coast though. Everybody was all about West Coast hip hop back in the day for sure, dude.
I was an East Coast guy. I was always Tribe Called Quest and all that good stuff.
I was a Midwest hip hop guy, which is what, just Eminem.
No,
Eminem, ICP,
shit.
Dayton
Damn,
Family.
I was just singing a song in the damn Midwest Mafia. Damn, I was just
Bone
singing
Thugs. Bone Thugs.
Bone Thugs.
Who the fuck made hay in the middle of the barn? Damn, I was just singing that shit.
I don't remember.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, I was always
Colt
around.
Ford. The only good rapper is Colt Ford.
No, that's Upchurch, motherfucker. He is the best.
You know, Call Ford is like a golf pro.
Oh my God. Did anybody hear about J.R. Smith? Speaking of golf, J.R. Smith made his college golf debut and apparently got stung by a hornet while he was on the golf course.
But he enrolled in college to play golf in college.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I mean, I know he's a good golfer. I know he's at least a scratch golfer.
Apparently he didn't have a good good tournament.
That happens.
But yeah, apparently he also got stung by a hornet, which I want to know what the pest control in me is like. What kind of fucking hornet? I need to know.
There's nothing. Before I passed out at my brother's, there was wasp everywhere.
Oh God.
I don't think one got me, but and I'm not allergic, but no one wants to get stung by wasps.
Yeah, it probably has him in like a light fixture or something.
Why don't you come out and get him?
Tempo
dust.
I mean, I can.
Come do it.
But no, yeah. I laughed when I saw that they got hit by J.R. Smith got hit by a hornet. I was like, yeah, you take it, motherfucker. There's a lot coming out of Houston. Scarface, Ghetto Boys. Ghetto Boys rules. I've seen Willie D once.
Trillionaire.
Millionaire, yeah.
Baby Bash. Baby Bash came into my work.
Too Short. Too Short's another really good one. I'm too white to love hip hop the way I do, but it's definitely there.
No, you.
I just said that Baby Bash came into the restaurant I was working at when I was living in Texas, and like all the Hispanic girls I worked with, they're freaking the fuck out. Like, I didn't know who he was. Someone had to tell me. I'm like, who's Baby Bash? They're like, Sugar Sugar. I'm like, okay, I've heard that song. Cyclone, I've also heard that song. Not gonna freak out though, but they were freaking out. It was funny.
Another guy that is underrated, and he's with like Tech Nine every show, but he's under fucking rated is Chris Calico. You want to talk about really good performer? That dude gets no love and deserves way more than he has right now. Way more. Yeah. I love it. A really good R&B singer too. Like he has some R&B hit or some R&B songs.
Just do that.
But he's got to pander to the white juggalo. Like that's the problem.
That's like Donald Glover. Like when he's
Childish Gambino, yeah.
When he's just sing, man. He can sing. Just sing. Just do that. Do you know who's the greatest career? Donald Glover. That guy has like a badass career. That dude does music. He does all his television and movies, and he writes his own stuff, and he did stand up too, and he just doesn't want to do stand up anymore, or else he could. And that guy has like the perfect career. He really does.
Oh yeah, he is a thread at everything he does. And I wasn't really into like Childish Gambino that much, but like This Is America is a great song. California, I like annoying people with that song.
His video, he does a cover of that Chris Gaines song.
Yeah, which it already does one thing that nobody's ever been able to do ever, which is make Chris Gaines listenable.
Okay, get someone to listen to Chris Gaines. You can't find that album anywhere. Like you have to buy the physical album. Like you can't find it.
Ugh, I hope it was like I hope the master was destroyed.
No, I wish every artist would go insane for about 6 months and do that. I would think it'd be great. I want Adam Levine to put out a rap record under an alias or a country album, something like that. Surprised he hasn't. Surprised he hasn't done a duet album with Blake Shelton.
Kenny Chesney has to do a metal album from now on. Like
that guy has a good voice. I'd love to hear the Kenny like a melodic metal album with Kenny Chesney singing on it. I would love.
I hate you for making me like that.
That'd really I love that.
Hate you for making me like that.
I love that.
Oh,
or you just go on his next tour with a metal band and just just play everything with heavier guitars. I like it.
That would be dope.
So you saying Kenny Chesney and Dimmu Borgir?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you don't know Dimmu Borgir?
No.
Never mind. All right.
Cradle of Filth.
Okay. See, I'm sorry. All the metal bands I really love are from overseas.
Yeah, like it should be. because they do it best. Like,
Yeah.
I told you I'm getting into baby metal now.
Oh
yeah.
God.
I love baby metal, man. It's so fucking
Megitsune,
weird. I love it.
it's so good, dude. So good.
Yeah.
And no, but the number one band, I keep talking about Bandmate. I fucking love Bandmate. But whenever they can come back to this country, I'm going to see them. That's like the one on the list that's going to be the most difficult because you have to wait for them to come. And it's going to, I don't know if they're even allowed to leave Japan yet. So
Well, they're women, so it'll take a while.
maybe. But they kick so much ass. They really do. every week I get more and more into what I miss.
Tom's face. I love it, man.
Yeah.
He was just like, that was terrible. I know. That's why I threw it out.
Yeah, and he does it. I don't even react to it.
Tim's numb to it by now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like, I don't know, the metal is kind of becoming sort of a dead art, and I don't like it.
I don't think that's true. I just think you have to find it. That's all. You just have to find it.
Yeah, but it's all over. You gotta cross the pond. I
Yeah.
mean, literally. There is
Just not good new American metal. That can't be true.
Yeah, it's very true.
However, you know what?
okay.
Like melodic metal has never been an American thing. There hasn't been a lot
No.
of that, which is unfortunate because that's my favorite. Like when I like dudes were like it's awesome, insane pipes on a metal song. It was all like in like the Icelandic bands and the Norwegian bands. Like those were the ones that were doing that shit.
Fire
And this
Saga.
never really came over here very often or very much.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's never been our metal really. But unless there's like sometimes there's like if there's like a woman singing like in this moment or something.
Yeah.
Or what's that? Oh, they're Canadian. What's that band?
Not Evanescence.
Spirit Box is really good.
Yeah.
But they're Canadian.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh.
All right, so
boy.
that settles that. We got to start a metal band. So
Yes. We have to come up with a name though.
Forever the Heel.
What is it?
Forever the Heel.
Forever the Heel?
Yep.
Yeah, our first album.
Listen, wrestling fans get it. Everybody else just thinks you're gay.
Well, no. Here's how we drive the point home.
Homo trying to make metal.
I
That's another
already.
thing I think would be great. Listen, I'm kind of like inspired by baby metal. I want to get a bunch of like Broadway singers, right? And this metal, but like metal show tunes almost. It's really heavy, but then they're just like, there's harmonies and that's what I want. I'm gonna call it Casting Call with 2 Ks.
Okay.
2 Ks is okay, not 3, but 2 Ks.
Yeah, no. 3 Ks are only good in baseball. That's the only time, and even then you get uncomfortable. It's
fun because one of them's backwards.
yeah, I know. I love who decided that.
I have no idea. The backwards K, I have no idea.
That to me, that's the best. Like, all right, we have to not do that. Like, some dude in like 1800 or 1895 when they invented the keyboard was like, well, we do have that weird thing called the KKK.
Yeah. How did this? I guess I never thought about it because it's just always been a thing.
I've thought about it. Like, how did they decide to do that?
Yeah, who decided a K was strikeout? I mean, there's a K in the word strike, but why K? Why not S? I don't
know. Or an X. Like an X would have been kind of a little bit more better.
Thomas,
no?
Google it.
Yeah. Why do they use Ks? I want to know that.
I was just thinking, like, why the backwards K? But but why K period?
But why the backwards? I want to. Please tell me it's because of the Klan. Like, please tell me the backwards K was invented because of the Klan.
3 strikeouts swinging, it's KKK.
I'm aware.
On the board. Yeah, it's just they haven't fixed that. When are they going to cancel the keyboard? That
Probably never.
Well,
can't
you know why?
cancel the
You know why
keyboard.
it hasn't been done? Because
It's coming down the pipe.
the people who cancel shit haven't
like 20 years from now, the new woke.
Yeah, when there's nothing left, they'll get to it.
All right. Henry Chadwick is a little-known baseball pioneer. Chadwick used S for sacrifice and chose K for strikeout. He did so because K is the prominent letter in the word strike. Never knew that. which was used more frequently than strike out. Some scores use a forward K. Their scorecards must look amazing. Swinging strikeouts, a backwards is for a batter caught looking. Okay. Right. Never knew that.
Never knew which part.
All of it.
You didn't know what the backwards K meant?
No.
Oh.
Ever.
Really? You never knew what a backwards K meant?
No.
Really? You've watched baseball that long. You didn't know a backwards K meant strikeout?
No, because I don't pay attention to the rules.
That's like
outside of the basic rules.
I don't know. That seems like day one shit to me. I don't know.
Well, because you come on a baseball bat. Like, that's the thing. Like, you love baseball.
Mm-hmm.
That's why honestly, and
anyway,
Thomas,
they can make a fleshlight. Can they make a flesh bat? Send me one, please, with an axe handle.
You remember those? You remember that would probably just be one of those like those pressure squeezers that is like a tube, and you just drill a hole in the top like you're corking it, and then like that would be how the flesh bat is born. I think. A lot of super glue though to hold that in. A lot of gorilla glue.
When I was in a band called Charge the Mound, because I'm a badass. We took a little wooden t-ball bat and we screwed a mic holder piece onto it, but I never used it. I just thought it'd be funny. But yeah.
Oh, nerd.
Can't be a nerd if you're playing rock and roll, Ray.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you're right. You can.
Look at Rush fans.
Yeah, look at Donnie Iris.
And I love Rush. I love Rush.
Hey. Damn it.
Rush fans are nerds. And I love them.
A lot of rock fans are nerds. I mean,
Family Guy, Neil Peart is the best drummer that ever existed.
It's still one of my favorite Family Guy bits ever is the Chester the Cheetah. There's no drummer better than Neil Peart.
It ain't
easy being cheesy.
That is hysterical.
Oh fuck, man. I love it. We're pretty boys.
No, we're not. Mackenzie Dern, though, she got beat. Now, you know what? I didn't say it loud enough last time, but I actually thought she was going to get beat. I did. Because Rodriguez is great on her feet. You can't take her down. It's so weird. Like, the jiu-jitsu is a ground sport, but they don't work nearly hard enough on getting people down. I mean, I guess if you're in a jiu-jitsu tournament, you both want to be in the same place anyway. So it's not like someone's going to stop you from. I mean, they'd rather be on top of you, but they can also scramble to get on top of you. So I don't know. I feel like nowadays, if you ever get a fight, you got to wrestle and jiu-jitsu. You got to learn how to fucking throw a double leg, or else you're never going to get people down. And if someone is better than you on the feet, like Marina Rodriguez is, she can pick you apart. And that's what she did. And she looked fantastic. And good for her.
Yeah, Marina Rodriguez to me, or Rodriguez, may I use the Brazilian parlance of our time. It to me, what really worked for her was her kicks. Her kicks were really, or her kicks kept Mackenzie at distance perfectly. There were times where she was in trouble. She would throw head kicks. And really made Mackenzie Dern work for any kind of offense that she was throwing.
And it's something you wouldn't normally do against someone who's that good at the ground game unless they don't have decent takedowns, but they don't have decent double legs. She was fighting a wrestler, she went through them any kicks, but she wasn't. She's fighting someone who's great at jiu-jitsu who doesn't have power takedowns. And I don't ever understand that. Like,
and showed her own defense.
You have to be able to get it there. So what?
I was about to say, and showed her own defense.
Right.
Was strong against Mackenzie Dern by stuffing so many takedown attempts, and times against the cage she would switch positions pretty easily. I was impressed by Marina on those or during this fight, just because a woman like Mackenzie Dern, I mean, she's like a female Habib, but with Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Like, she's a lunatic on the ground and had a few chances.
The difference is Habib could wrestle. No, she can't.
Yeah, well, or you mean bore people with, his.
Well, guess what? Okay, you can say people, but you're talking about yourself. It hasn't bored me.
He's bored me to tears.
Yeah, we've heard you talk about this before. Don't listen. I'm getting angry because I can't get drunk.
Okay.
I'm gonna have high blood pressure, but I'm gonna be tipsy. Damn it! I chose my battles.
But no, yeah, I was really impressed by Rodriguez on this fight, dude, because she just came out like a great kickboxer and really worked the distance well. And I mean, there were times even defending some of the submission attempts. Mackenzie almost had her in a leg arm bar a few times, and she was turning into it and making sure that her elbow or her shoulder wasn't getting fucked up.
Yeah,
that was nice.
It's like Rodriguez has no experience down there. I mean, she obviously
does,
and she does enough to get out. And she was a good job. I mean, that second round she got pummeled, right? But after that, she won every other round. So
yeah,
good for her.
It was a good fight, man. I was very impressed.
And she's pretty close up there to the top of the strawweights now. I mean, her Esparza is the only person to ever beat Rodriguez, so she'd be above her, I guess. But
I think a couple more give Esparza. I think Esparza's in line for a title shot.
Yeah, well, she'd be the next in line unless they have her fight Rodriguez again, which might make sense. We'll see what happens after. Well, whoever loses this next fight with Rose and Zhang Weili. So.
Yeah, Weili Zhang.
Tim Elliott pissed me off because he should have won that fight. Like it was his fault. Well, James Krause said it was his fault, his coach. Either way, for something, should have given bad advice on something. I don't know, but he won the first round, and then I don't know what happened. He should have won that fight. But the guy, I don't know who beat him. Good for him. But at the first round, I'm like, oh, Elliott's he's not gonna be able to figure Elliott out, and then it just changed. Yeah,
Elliott. I don't know. I can't explain what happened to him in that fight. And
what did James Krause say about that? Hold on.
And you have to. It does probably fall on James Krause. So there's definitely there's culpability, but at the same time, you're like, Jesus, tap dancing Christ, what happened to Tim Elliott? So at this point, move on and be better, sir.
Krause is mad at himself because he told Elliott that he was up, and I guess he kind of cruised in the third round.
Wow.
And you don't ever do that, man. Don't ever do that. You never know.
I
mean, that second round was close, and obviously they didn't give it to Elliott. So
it happens, but you can't be that. You can't get complacent in an MMA fight, dude. Like, you never know if Adelaide Bird has the card. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I mean, either way, like I said, if you watch the fight, I don't think he won the second round either. I mean, it's close.
No,
you never say that to somebody. I don't understand why you would ever say that to somebody because you don't want him to get reckless. I understand, but you don't want him to stop fighting because especially that's your style to go after people. You just want to change your style completely in the third round just in case you get knocked out. You don't. That's silly. That seems weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah, and sometimes that does happen in corners. Sometimes you do get those people who are, they think you're up and you can just cruise, but you can never let it go to the judges. Ever.
Right. However, I will say this though, man, like if there was a 5-round fight, championship fight, and someone was up 4 rounds and then they start, and then the 5th round, they just start going after him crazy like they usually do. And they get knocked out because they're careless. We'd be like, what were they doing?
Yeah.
They had the fight won. What were they doing? So I get it. But so I guess you got to find the happy medium and just be smart. But yeah, I mean, I'm calling yourselves out on it because we would probably say that. So, and a lot of people, not just us, a lot of people would say the same thing. And then, so the point is, be smart.
You have no point.
That's my point. Hey, if any of us makes points here, it's me.
That is true,
but they don't really make a lot of sense.
No, because I blame that on the weed more than anything.
I blame it on just you as a person.
Just
Ray being Ray. That's what that is.
Oh yes,
it's the Manny being Manny of this podcast. Is Ray being Ray.
I want to talk though about Randy Brown, dude. Randy Brown.
You
didn't watch that fight?
No.
Really good. What I loved is they highlighted the fact that I guess Randy Brown's dad is in jail and was like, he's watching his son live for the first time. And my thought was he in solitary confinement? Like, what the fuck? How do you not? I would be on my best behavior in prison to see my kid fight if I was in jail. How dare you, sir?
Well, Do they let them watch ESPN Plus? Like, do the prisons have ESPN Plus? Like,
They
how
got
does-
their own
That's it.
TVs.
they got the same Fire Stick Thomas has.
Yeah.
They're sneaking it in a condom of someone's ass.
I can neither confirm or deny.
That's how
Oh, I've
Thomas got
seen
his
the
too.
heroin trade on Oz. It's okay.
Sean Strickland. No. Luke Rockhold's out. The Sean Strickland fight.
Is he?
Yeah, which surprises
damn
no
it.
one, including Sean Strickland. Apparently,
Sean needs a couple good more. I think
they're
honestly,
looking for an opponent for him. You know who would have been a great opponent? Didn't already have a fight for him. Would be Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland and Sean Strickland would be a great
Trapper Keeper versus Sean Strickland. Yes,
that'd be great. But he's supposed to fight Dawkins. But well, you know what? They can do whatever the hell they want. It would. I'm not. They may ask him to do it. I don't know. That'd be great. That'd be a great matchup.
Yeah, especially Sean Strickland being the kind of guy that he is.
They're both stand-up guys. So and I
Yeah.
don't think Strickland. Yeah, Strickland wouldn't. I'm not saying he wouldn't, but he likes to stay on his feet. I don't know. Everyone trains, everything. So I'm sure that he has that in his back pocket if he wanted to.
Yeah, but Sean
Maybe if we
Strickland, I
looked at
think,
all
could
his
take
fights-
the shots from Kevin Holland and give him like.
Well, then that just makes it a great fight. Then now it'd be
Yeah.
fantastic. I'd love to see that fight.
I think that would be a
That's like
great fucking fight.
one of my favorite fights last year was Buckley and Kevin Holland. I love that fight.
Oh,
Holland ended up knocking him out, but before then, it was I'm like, dude, and that's the first time we saw walking Buckley. So we're like, who the hell is this guy? This guy's throwing from his hip, and it was great. And until Holland finished him, but
no,
yeah,
that was my
Strickland-
second time seeing
Holland would be
Joaquin
great.
Buckley because it was right after the kick heard around the world.
What?
I remember-
No, I'm talking about the Kevin Holland fight. That was his first fight in the UFC. The second time was that kick.
I thought that was after. I thought that was after that. By the way,
no.
Shout out to the year anniversary of the Matrix kick. It's a year
Oh, really?
today. Joaquin Buckley came into our lives as.
Well, I already knew who he was because of the Kevin Holland fight, but that was his
I'm-
first win. It was against Impa. Yeah, with that. Yeah.
That's still to this day, and I know it's a year, but it's Thomas. Have you ever seen the Joaquin Buckley Matrix kick?
Well, you have to look it up then, I guess. Huh?
Yes, it's probably on the UFC's Facebook page.
Well, you just put in Joaquin Buckley kick and it will come out because
It's
the internet knows what you're talking about.
It's the greatest knockout I've seen of the modern era. Like that was one of
Yeah,
those.
it's pretty tough to beat that.
Oh, if that doesn't get knockout of the year,
It did it? I don't know.
it didn't.
I don't know. I probably did. From whom?
I hope it did.
From whom?
Everyone, including the UFC.
We didn't give it a Plata because we were too lazy to do those. Well, I
Well,
was.
yeah.
Ray was. But
Yes, agreed. Definitely my fault on that one.
we'll
But
do
no,
them this year. We need a logo.
but I honestly I like that knockout just because of how random it was. It was so pretty. Oh, it's one of the
Yeah,
sexiest.
I didn't even know that was an option. If someone kicked your kick, to just
Yeah.
kick him with the other leg. I didn't know that was an option. That's something I couldn't do.
It was, and just of how crazy that came off, son.
That looked like a crazy wrestling move. That looks like something you would have to choreograph, and then you're both in on it, and then
Cirque du Soleil couldn't pull off that much of a foot transition. Like it was so pretty.
They couldn't.
Oh,
Yeah, no, yeah, it's insane.
It's-
it was crazy. And
it was one of the best, and here it comes. Yeah, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy.
Life, I seen that window
Hold on.
opportunity and I made sure to expose.
Where's the?
Yeah, go back a little. Go back.
Wasn't there like just a short video of it somewhere? Yeah, it's all right.
I couldn't find one. That's what I was
Okay.
looking
Boo. Just
When I seen that opportunity, I took it. That one kick,
Right
that
there.
one chance to change my whole
Boom!
life. I seen that window of opportunity and I made sure
Oh.
to expose it. I started
so good.
That didn't
So,
even really show a good angle of it though. You couldn't
No,
tell
not
the
at
angle
all.
that he-
but
okay.
that one just so sexy, son. It's just so sexy. And the idea that is
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, right there.
Catch it.
Oh! Go back. Ah, the music's a wonderful touch. Oh! Here it is. Catches. Look at it.
Well, then I'll catch you with the other leg.
Oh, so pretty.
That was great.
They wanted to get the dramatic angle. I guarantee you that's why they did that, son. But that was so sexy. Just so beautiful. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, that had to be the best knockout. That one, and then Cody Garbrandt against what was his name?
Was it? I thought it was Thomas Almeida.
Sunsao.
Yeah, Rafael Sunsao. Yeah. That
He knocked
buzzer
that
beater
Almeida years ago. That was a while. Almeida, but yeah, and he's fighting in December against Kai France. So I'm excited for that, and I'm sure there'll be people at my house watching that because it's on the pay-per-view, and I'm going to get pay-per-view. And some people just my brother doesn't really care unless Cody's fighting or somebody, so he'll come watch that, I'm sure. But
oh yeah, dude, I'm excited.
I'll probably do the same thing I did last time. I filmed everyone. We watched it at my brother's house, and we filmed everyone. I filmed everyone watching it just in case he had a knockout like the last one, but it didn't happen, so I just deleted the video. So got a video of just us watching and being disappointed and losing to Rob Font. So who's Rob Font fighting next? I forget.
I don't know.
Somebody.
Thomas is possibly looking it up, or you're looking it up.
But somebody will figure it out. Where is the there it is? Topology will tell me. Tell me Topology. Okay, Tim, we got this. Oh, I'm gonna be slow now, internet. He is
race
fighting.
Is on. Hold on.
Oh, I got it. I think. No, I don't. Oh, there it is. Jose Aldo.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot they signed that card.
Yeah, that's good.
And by the way,
it's a main event too, isn't it? Yeah, it's a main event for yeah, that's gonna be fun.
By the way, December 11th, I'm really
Matt
hoping
Brown and Brian Barberina. Nice.
That's gonna be on the Jose Aldo fight.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Brown be back. I love Matt Brown.
How old's Matt Brown now? 56, 57?
40, 75. 40, what are you doing? Yeah. Show the man's age properly.
He lost 2 in a row, but then he knocked out a tough dude in Diego Lima. So yeah, but Barberina's a fun guy to watch fight. So yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah, Brian Barberina is fucking awesome. I'm excited. I just like the fact Mac Brown is still fighting. Like he does not give two.
He's retired like 3 times, but keeps coming back.
He wants that sweet bonus money because he knows he can get it. That's why that $50K is perfect.
That's usually what happens with Matt Brown. If he wins, is usually a bonus win because he's not usually someone who just will. Except for when he fought Stephen Thompson, he doesn't really grind people out for wins. He did it against Stephen Thompson because at the time that was the best way to fight Stephen Thompson. Because it was like Thompson's first. It was his first loss. It was a long time ago, but usually, yeah, he knocks people out. I mean, when he knocked out Ben Saunders, when he knocked out Diego, that was great. That elbow. Oh. That was supposed to be his last fight, but then he's like, I felt better this fight than I fought any other fight. Why would I quit now? Which that makes sense. So.
Yeah. Why? Especially a guy so talented like Matt Brown. Like, even he gets better with age. He gets smarter. He's one of those.
It took him a while for his skills to catch up with himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because before he went on that run where he was pretty close, when he fought Robbie Lawler and like that run, he was like one fight away from getting released. He was like a 500 fighter, pretty close to it. Like for a while, he was just like the guy's like this dude hanging around the UFC with this 500 record. But then he ran like 6 in a row. That crazy fight he had with Eric Silva in Cincinnati, that was great. That's probably the biggest win he's ever had. It is the biggest win he's ever had.
I dig it, man.
Do you dig it?
I do. I think.
Dirt.
Can you dig it? I knew that you could. Now I'm Billy Crystal.
Okay.
You don't know about that, Thomas?
Yeah, I know about it, but I was kind of taken back that you're Billy Crystal.
It's not the greatest. I do more deep voice people better. It's like I can
listen, man. You gotta need the Greek so close, but you just gotta get more nasally.
I don't know how.
Try to use your falsetto.
Falsetto, like more high pitch.
Yeah, it needs to be higher.
He does. He sounds like a bee. He sounds like what
You know,
you.
I
A
might be able to do
cartoon
it better than
bee.
you. I'm not great at figuring out questions, but if I work on it, I might be able to get it. Yanni
Probably.
the Greek, Yanni, yeah.
Yanni the Greek
Yanni
here
the Greek
with
here.
my teeth. I really got these done for my trophy wife, and I'm gonna tell
Makes you
you
wanna be a
who's
gambler.
gonna
I
win.
tell you, man, I'm gonna get that tan of those teeth.
we need clips before we do that, and donations to Venmo. That's what we need, son.
Dude, nothing we do is gonna help. We suck.
I know.
Wow.
Tim's confidence is
No, I have none.
Yeah, absolutely
not when I'm
none.
sober, none. I will never be confident again as long as I take this damn blood pressure medicine.
Oh, but hey, buddy, I think it's time that we call it a night.
Oh yeah, is it? How come you always get to make the decision? What about Thomas?
This is true, but
He's running shit now.
This
You're
is
just
true.
a pawn in the machine. We're trying to replace you. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that out loud.
No, I've known it for a long time, sir. It's okay.
No, but now Thomas is in on it.
Yeah.
I know. It's a conspiracy.
Right. We put an ad on Craigslist for vaguely racist bros.
Oh God, then you're gonna get like 10,000 applications
Yeah,
now.
we got a lot. Someone's like,
mostly
what?
in Texas for some reason. I don't know.
A lot from Parma for some reason.
Yeah, Parma's.
I don't know nothing about Parma. I just thought maybe you guys would, so I made that a joke. I don't know.
No.
Was
That's
that right?
a current situation going on with me right now that is scary. Because my one girl stays in Parma, and the looks I get.
My favorite thing of the whole episode was my one girl. one on the list. He's
That's
got the
why
list.
I love this
All
boy.
right. Yeah,
He understands
How you do
everything.
That's how you do it. One of the current roster of 53. Is she on the main roster or is she on the practice squad? Is it practice squad?
She's the text. Hey, can I get a mouth?
He's gonna come in one day like this. Like what? He's like, guys, I'm not proud of it, but I had to activate somebody from the practice squad.
She up there on the rankings.
Okay.
She needs to fight at least top 5. Does she need to like fight top 5 to make?
No, she's on the starting 5. She's not down in the D League. She's not playing for the Canton Charge.
Exactly.
She's not playing for
Plus,
like
she did
the
the
Cleveland
DL
Gladiators in
League.
the Arena League.
Sure. Yeah.
No, she's above Arena League. She's above Arena League. She's in the
Yeah.
SEC. She's in the SEC.
Okay.
So she's an amateur.
No Big Ten pussy. I see how it is.
So he's paying her on the DL, but not telling anyone of you.
Yeah. Giving her an apartment.
Yeah, paying for an apartment. Whatever, man. I'm going after I got the Division 2. That's better. I'm going after
Yeah, my pussy's like Mount Union. It wins a lot, but it's like it's low there.
It wins, it's good for the competition it's in.
Yeah,
it's just not
exactly.
good. Period. Yeah. Every once in a while, you get like a Pierre Garçon, right? Every once in a while, but not very often.
Sometimes you just end up with a Dieter. It happens.
Oh,
That's you don't get that radio reference.
Or like a Nate Kimmick, which was really good, but never got the respect it deserved.
Yeah.
You know, Nate Kimmick never had an NFL tryout. That's the one guy. Like, I don't think in any sport you should not be allowed to even get a chance to be the worst on the team. Like, he was always the best on every level he played in, and he still holds all the NCAA records for rushing in points. But they never gave him a shot because he's like a little white dude who's slow. But he had all these crazy. You know who else was a little white guy who was slow? Danny Woodhead. He beat all Danny Woodhead's records, and Danny Woodhead got a shot in the NFL. Was pretty good for a while there.
yeah.
Who was the dude? Was Danny Woodhead? Was he the guy for the Patriots?
Yeah, and the Chargers too. Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
And he was one of those guys who didn't get. I'm not saying it's because he's white. He didn't get a look by big colleges to be a running back, so he went to a D2 school and broke all the NCAA records. And then Nate Kimmick broke all his records at Mount Union. So, also, Kimmick went to a small high school, and he didn't have a good 40 time, and he wasn't big. Like, it made sense. But he was untouchable for 4 years at Mount Union. So, and I don't think he ever got a shot. I know he played for the USA team in the World Cup, and he was the best player on that team. And then he played overseas and was the best player on that team. I'm like, how can you keep if you keep being the best player in your team, you should get a chance to go to the, like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm pretty sure unless he never got a real tryout or he never got to a camp. So this is weird.
I don't follow football that deep, son.
It's just weird when you have those.
Maybe you go to high school football games still. So
I haven't gone to any this year because I'm not very happy with the team there this year. They're gonna get crushed by Dover. Dover's really good. They may win a state championship this year.
It's Dover. Come on.
Nah, listen. I think they may. Chardon.
Are they in the same thing as Kirtland?
No, Dover's Division III.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
So was New Philly, but we had a better team last year. Not very great. They're aggressively average this year. Like they have a tough schedule and they're getting crushed by really good teams. Like they lost to Steubenville and Chardon and Canfield, who are all good teams.
Well, I was going to say Chardon's always a powerhouse in D3, though.
Yeah, they won the state championship last year and they're still undefeated. So.
Oh, Chardon.
Yeah, and they're in the same region as Philly and Dover. So.
Have I ever told you about my 4th grade teacher?
Chardon came down a couple weeks ago and beat us up.
It's relevant to Chardon. So, I had my 4th grade teacher was.
You're going to talk about school shootings? We're not. No.
No.
Well,
my elementary school principal was the superintendent at the time. So, and I loved that man. R.I.P. Mr. Brigant. But he died of I don't know what he had, but he had something. R.I.P. Great.
He didn't die that day. Okay.
No.
All right.
But I had a 4th grade teacher by the name of Mrs. Tousell, and she just moved to Chardon. Just moved. So to fuck with this kid who was being a dick to me, I wrote out a thing that said Chardon football sucks. And after that day, I was the scum of the earth to this woman. She chastised me about making fun of Chardon so bad and would write how bad of a kid I was on the fucking thing just because I wrote Chardon football sucks on a piece of paper. Yeah.
I saw a message board, I think a couple of years ago, with like the top, it had the top 10 high school teams or whatever. And someone put in the comments, Columbine High School should be on this list. They've been killing people. Then a bunch of people underneath are like, oh, I can't believe you do that. I can't believe you say that, blah, blah, blah. Then someone else, a handful of comments later, put their schedule down and they're like undefeated. They beat everybody by 50 points. Like, oh, my bad. Just assume you were an asshole.
That's awesome.
That was hilarious. I should take a screenshot of that. That was funny.
I've actually seen that place like up close and personal. Like I drove to see Columbine when I was living in Colorado. Because you want to see the scene. I mean,
that has to suck for people to go there. Like, there's another weird, creepy tourist.
luckily, it was in the summer and school was out, so it wasn't that weird. I would have felt weird if like the whole parking lot would have been full of kids. Like,
somebody to hold your phone for you, take a picture.
Yeah. At least I could get down on one knee and throw up a peace sign when it was in the summertime, you know.
First day of school every year is a bunch of creepers walking around campus in trench coats.
They're cosplaying.
Oh, that's so awful. In so many levels, that's not funny.
But you know what really struck me about like seeing Columbine is how small it actually is. Okay. Like the building itself is pretty small, and it kind of like you look at it and you're like, oh, I understand. Like because of how small it is, you're like, oh, I understand how they got away with that. Like they would never get away with that at Menor.
Well, no, because you didn't go to rich kid high schools like Ray.
I was not rich.
Yeah, but you went to a rich kid high school.
I was poor white trash, son. That's
But you went to
that's
that
how
school.
that shit works.
You benefited from that. You had rich kid friends.
Let's not say I benefited. I
you did.
graduated, but it was the system. All right. It was I got exempted from all my graduation tests, and I passed 4 out of 5 the first time I did it, but I still had an exemption. So because I was dumb. I was also on medication at the time. I was on Concerta. So yeah, I was a little slow. I was a little slow. Like, I don't know. Although I do probably have dyslexia.
Class?
Huh?
How many people were in your graduating class?
849.
I think we had almost 240, and it's the biggest class that school's had since. We haven't had a bigger class since. So
my brother's
we had
was like
a really
1,000.
big class, and it was like almost 240. There's usually
We had like 75.
Ah.
And half of them was pregnant.
and half of those were from Thomas. So there you go.
Yes. No wonder his nickname was the breeder in high school. Thomas was known as Thomas Croft, Womb Raider. That was
No.
Keep on pushing my love over the borderline.
He's got hoes. He's got hoes in the same area code.
You just ruined it, man. I had a good Madonna joke, and then you tried to trump it, and it didn't work. You fucked
Hey,
up.
he still laughed, so fuck off. It's called the comedy pyramid.
No. We just played comedy Jenga. All right? I just pulled out a great middle piece, and you came in trying to grab a side piece hard as possible. The whole thing crumbling.
Hey, you never grab a side piece hard. That's only for girlfriends.
No, you just did. That was you grabbing a side piece hard. Oh, a side piece hard. Again, I don't have rosters like you guys, right? I play singles events like tennis or something.
Even then, it's still high school girls. Leave them alone.
Listen, I haven't been to a high school girls basketball game in like 2 years. So, you know.
Oh, jeez.
What? They had a really good team. They were undefeated. And they were playing another really good team. And it was a tournament game. Like, why wouldn't I go?
You wanted to fuck the center. Don't lie.
No. I went because to see good basketball.
Did you though? Did you?
I did.
You were like, oh, she's got 2 years.
No. That's something you would do, not me.
No, they're too young for me. It's always been. That's why that joke that I do where I talk about from the time I was 18, it's been anywhere from 30 to AARP. That's a true statement. I looked at the seniors and went, oh, I can't wait till you turn 18. Like, I never looked at fucking women my age. It was, I don't know. I was more into the older girls. I always was.
You show up to my wedding with Ethel Merman, it's gonna be a damn time.
Hey,
please
just because Betty White accepted my invitation doesn't mean anything's gonna happen. Okay, it will happen, but
that's like me saying if Oprah Winfrey was in front of me right now and showed me her titties, I wouldn't be a happy man.
Okay, I would too. For the story. Fuck yeah. For the story. It's more than Stedman sees, so fuck it, man.
Oh, it's true. That guy's still alive.
I think, yeah.
Thomas, I'm going to your wedding with one of your side pieces. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm bringing. I'm bringing one of the practice squatters.
I don't care as long as you're there.
Tim's like a roadie at like a hair metal show. He just like waits until somebody walks out the door going, fuck that guy. Hello, how are you?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, baby, what's wrong? Yeah. I just watched that episode of 30 Rock.
Did Brett Michaels not give you love? I will show you the rock of love all day, every day. Okay, fuck you guys. That was, I thought, a good joke.
Again, here comes the pyramid. Here comes Jenga.
The Jenga tower.
Woof.
That would actually be a funny sounder too to have, is a Jenga tower. You can, as soon as something sucks.
No, we definitely need the Price is Right. That was the best part of me sitting out in the lobby was 11 to noon when I got to watch Price is Right on the TV in the lobby. That was the best part. And Let's Make a Deal before that wasn't too bad either.
Nah.
See, I prefer
like
Match
Wayne Brady.
Game 76
I want to be on Let's Make a Deal.
with
Price is
Wayne
Right.
Brady.
All right, let's all go. We're going to California. We're going to go to be a Price is Right. Let's do it.
I'm down. I'll wear a Bro Plata t-shirt.
No, you got to wear like something that will get you on like a. Well, brown shirts work because Drew Carey is from Cleveland. He's a Browns fan.
Yeah.
So anything about Cleveland or the Browns or that would work.
Yeah.
Or just like one of those t-shirts from the show when he used to have that sketch with the tie, like was his logo. You know what I'm talking about? He does.
Oh, you mean the Drew Carey show?
Yeah, Drew Carey show. Yeah.
It wasn't a sketch show.
His sketch. There was a sketch where that was his logo. One of his first logos was like a sketch with him. It was his face in a tie.
Yeah, when he would sing "Moon Over Parma."
Yeah.
That was a great fucking show. I wish that was.
Yeah, it got really weird at the end there. Like they did weird right. They tried to make it a different kind of comedy, and it was weird.
Same thing with like Roseanne. Same.
Yeah.
Where it was like, oh, my mom's a lesbian. You're like, we already knew. We looked at her. Okay, Showbob.
Are you one of those people where they're like, why is it? It's just like my father. Why does every show have to have a gay character now?
No.
I mean, well, because a lot of people are gay, and they're making up for the fact that there hasn't been any for years. So they're trying to overcorrect, which I get it. Not with that. Well, not just with that. With anything, like you can't have a show with 3 friends and they're all white anymore. Like if they cast Friends, they wouldn't all be white now, which is fine. And that makes sense. They shouldn't be really, but but now they probably wouldn't have any white people on it. Maybe there would be an overcorrection. The show Glow, or like he's asking me or asking Ray. Like I know what Glow is.
I mean, I would hope he meant me on that one. Don't be ashamed of being raised good. Tim was absolutely. I was not. So that's why I became the human scumbag that I am today. But I'm damn proud.
You're blaming your family. You're living with your mother and you blame her for your scumbaggery.
No, I blame my dad. My dad was one of those guys who he would nudge you and then point to like a hot chick and be like, "What do you think of that?"
A lot of people did that, and like looking back, I'm like, that's weird.
Nah, not really.
Not something that I would. You know what though? When I went to that soccer game, there's one of my buddies I was with who kept doing that, and I was happy he did it because he pointed out to a woman who was nice enough to have her ass hanging out of her shorts for everyone to see.
I was about to say if something like that happens.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing, and she was doing that for all of us, and he was kind enough to point it out to me, and I'm so.
That's why I'm going to say this, and I'm going to go on record since this is a recorded podcast.
Is it?
The world could benefit from a little blowjob. And I mean a little, talking like 5% misogyny. I think
we have at least that much.
Yeah, I think honestly
60%.
Yes, and it's just me alone.
Yeah, it's just Ray.
But like honestly, a little misogyny goes a long way. Not like all the fucking time, but like that kind of shit where your friend taps you on the arm and is like, "Hey, check out that, check that out." And you're like, "Oh, thank you for showing it." It's kind of like the old thing, the old days.
Well, that's not going to stop.
No, I hope not. Never, to be honest with you. Hopefully,
people are going to start filming people and canceling random people for that. Look, he pointed out an ass to his friend. How dare he?
I mean, I don't.
If you want to look at an ass, you have to find it yourself. This is America.
How can you not? Her ass cheeks are cut out, and she's sitting on a nasty arena seat. Leave Lizzo alone. Stop staring.
I don't even think about that. Yeah, that woman's half of her bare ass was going to be on one of those seats in there.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily there was only like the 3rd or 4th home game in that place because it's a new stadium, but still.
Did you guys see her in that sheer outfit she wore to something? I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, no one calls me brave when I wear that.
Nah, no. Well, everybody. Oh God, that was more misogynistic than I was gonna go for. I was gonna say actually, she looked kind of hot. Like,
well, for Ray, that's your thing. But
yeah, I love a big bitch in sheer. Like it's oh.
Did you say you like a big bitch with shears?
Sheer.
I love a chick cutting a bush.
It's got to look like Edward Scissorhands is completely taking control.
I love a big bitch cutting a shrub.
If she's in the room, I hope she's groomed.
Again.
I just you know.
Again. Jenga piece, boom, and wee, everywhere.
It's how it goes, man.
We need a Price is Right sounder too. The womp 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 womp.
Yeah. That would actually make the show a little bit better after my shitty punchline.
Now it's just dead silence. That's how we handle it now. We just don't talk.
Yeah.
We let it simmer.
But that's how I'm supposed to be treated in general. Is just silence. I mean, if anybody's seen my stand-up.
Well, no, most people do that, yeah. You have that's one thing, man. There's going to be so many damn guest sets. I'm not going to get to do any time because every time Sean comes, a bunch of people want to come do, and people let him do guest sets, and I'm the one whose time suffers. Horse shit. I'm going to bitch about it the whole time. That's okay. And I'm going to bitch if I'm not drunk.
I can see it. And then you hear Pete, get the fuck off the stage.
It's possible. It's the
first he'll do that.
Yeah. He does that. No, he'll also step on your punchlines from the God mic, which really pissed me off one time when he did that.
He did that to me Saturday when I was hosting for Florentine. I got to host both shows Saturday, and I think it was the second one.
Was Joe Howard with him?
What?
Who was with him, Joe?
No, Joe Howard was not. It was Drew Miller.
Okay.
So it was good. It was good. So they were all there to see Florentine, though, to be honest.
Well, that's usually how it is.
Oh, I love Jim. He's such a wonderful dude.
Howard usually works with Jim.
Yeah, Joe didn't work with him this time. I was kind of hoping he was featuring.
You doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. I saw it when I got the flu with better PR.
What an idiot.
Wow.
That would be the first time that I responded to something you said with what an idiot. You shouldn't quite do that. But this time I did. This time I just went straight to what an idiot.
Hey, I was vaccinated, so it was nothing. So
that's another thing.
Get vaccinated, people. And I'll say that. Get vaccinated. It lasts 3 days and you might have a headache the fifth day. But some people respond differently, obviously. But
like how many people I was sitting around in the lobby who had COVID? Very obviously had COVID. There was
probably a lot.
There was one dude like late 20s. He had 7 blankets on himself and was covered like a cocoon around himself in blankets and was just hacking with his mask on, under his nose, hacking without touching his face. I was so pissed. If you weren't so contagious, I'd punch you.
Fucking stay home, asshole. Well, like die in peace.
Go to the hospital. But the thing is,
fuck off.
He knows he has COVID. Like, if you can't breathe, that's one thing. But he walked in, and I mean, I don't know. He said he wanted to get checked out. I'm like, you have COVID. And I heard him tell the people that his wife had it and her dad had it. So you have it. So
stay home.
Yeah, go to the
fucking
doctor.
stay home.
If you can't breathe, go to the emergency room. But also, call an ambulance and have them take you there so you get you to a room right away.
Yeah, exactly.
Get everybody else sick.
Yeah, make sure to fucking be, at least. I hate. That's the one thing that people don't talk about is the fact that people go to the goddamn hospital when you're fucking sick now. Like, no, if you feel like you have COVID, stay the fuck home until it gets really bad, and get an ambulance, like you just said. That's pisses me off, dude. Like I got the fucking COVID and I had the shot. I was upstairs in my room the moment I tested positive.
You did a Chappelle. You did Chappelle. You went to the doctor and said, "Give me the third best option."
Yeah, I did. I got the Johnson & Johnson shot. And when he said what he said on that, I obviously won't repeat what he said, but it's
okay.
I popped so hard when he said that. I'm like,
that was really funny. He had a lot of funny stuff. That and the thing about the girls with dirty feet and the chalking out in the strip club, that's hilarious. And I like how he I know a lot of people hated this. How he has more respect for the glory hole gays. I'm like, I get it too. I get it.
Stonewall gays are so much more tough than any gay today, guaranteed. Because they got fucking bottles and rocks thrown at their heads. Fucking the gays now, they walk down, whatever thing in New York City during the Pride Parade and everybody loves them. Those fucking people were getting beat up for what they believed in. I respect those fucking people way more than I do the gay of today, unless you're a cool gay. Like there's a comedian named Riley Nesbala. Do you know Riley?
Is he from Cleveland? I don't think
so. He's a Cleveland comedian. He actually worked at Hilarities for a while and stuff like that. He is what I like to call a cool gay. It's all funny or it's not funny at all to you. And that's something that really bothers me about like the LGBTQ plus community is you have two sides. You have people who go, fuck it, we've been gay for a while. I'm going to take the punchline and, do what I do best, take it on the chin and move on. And then the other ones are just sensitive, just too fucking sensitive, dude. Like, no, you're not that important. You're not that important.
Community. There's a lot of people in general like that now.
But
I mean, listen, I don't like using the word snowflake because it makes you sound like a big douchebag, but it's kind of what it is.
It's total snowflake society.
But I just hate that term.
I'm fine with it because I have my sensitivities. That's fine.
It's just a weird term. I'm not saying people can't use it because that would make me, a snowflake, I guess. But it's just a weird. Anytime when someone's like, "Well, if you're a snowflake, don't listen to this," I just turn it off. Not because I'm a snowflake, but because I assume you're a douchebag. If you say it like that, like I told you about that one other MMA podcast in Cleveland that has that disclaimer. Disclaimer: if you're a snowflake, don't listen. I'm like off.
Yep. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Because again, there, like I've said many times, it's just gotten to a point where you're either with one side or you're not. And I think honestly, we need to meet in the fucking middle and be like, look, some fucking gay shit is funny. Other shit, definitely not funny because it borders on fucking hate and it's stereotypical.
Right. When you hear that an NFL coach is calling people these words, these things, and then he has one has a gay person on his team, you're like, okay, that's going to be a problem of some sort. So then that makes sense. That makes sense.
But also, people change over time. Like they don't stay the same person when you're in your 60s.
But it's kind of like when Casey Kenny said that shit about what's her name? Megan what's her name? Megan Anderson. Like you don't want Carl Nass was not going to say anything about it, but he doesn't want to be you don't want to put him in a situation where he has to think his coach might be a homophobe. You don't want that.
At this point, who cares?
So just
such a minority of people that it's like I don't think the majority of people are that way though.
Yeah, listen, when he came out, the NFL put a thing on Twitter says the NFL is gay or whatever. They're like, okay, cool, everything's great, which they wouldn't have done however many years ago. I don't know when they would have when that line would have been when they changed, but so yeah, it doesn't look good that he found that coach saying those things. But who's going? It's weird people going through emails like 10 years old.
Well, again, that was they were already looking into Washington more than anything. So
yeah, but that's not what came out. What came out was this. So
because they were looking for a sacrificial lamb.
Who reported this?
Was it
necessary?
I mean,
yes.
New York Times and Wall Street Journal.
Yeah.
I
wonder if they even thought twice about it.
Nope.
Probably not. Yeah,
No.
probably not.
Oh.
I'm not saying I'm not defending John Gruden at all. I'm not. But they knew what was going to happen. Like, as soon as we get this out, he's going to have to resign.
Yeah.
Like, do you really think he's a hateful person and it's really necessary? Or you're just
No.
like, we have a scoop, let's drop it. Is it just
I
that?
think honestly they were.
Was it just that,
they
or
were
was it
looking
thinking
for
like this is a bad person who should not have a job? But they may thought whoever it was may have thought that too.
But John Gruden isn't a bad dude. Like, he's not a corn pop. You know, he's not a bad dude. And he's
Not a joke.
they used to rub my leg in the water, and then I'd forget and eat corn pops. Fucking geriatric asshole. Ugh. And I'm a liberal, and I hate that man. But whatever, it does happen. Even his own running mate in 08 and fucking 12 when don't underestimate his ability to fuck things up. So I don't want to hear it. All right. It's been quoted.
No one would expect. Look at I voted for him, and now I'm just pissed for him not doing better. That wasn't part of the deal. Part of the deal was I vote for you, and you don't fuck shit up. So
yeah, you fucked up, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Voted third party, huh?
No, I
yeah,
didn't.
that's
I hate
right.
when people say that, like it's your fault. Like, no, because part of the deal is like we're gonna vote for you, but your deal, you don't fuck up. It's his fault, not our fault. You know, you vote for someone thinking that they're hoping to do a good job, and if they don't do a good job,
I mean,
you
could have not voted. Like, I would have helped
that's never an option.
the world a little bit better
Never
than this fucking
America,
pudding eating retard we have in the fucking Oval Office. Oh, I'm gonna do it in front of a fake thing. Fuck you, Grandpa. Go away.
Just
Damn.
that's really all.
You want to talk about You want to talk about the patriarchy? Fuck that guy. Oh,
fuck Ray. How about that? That's a new.
Damn.
That's what a lot of women in Cleveland have said many times. Fuck Ray Hyclack. It's the truth.
And then we just lost everybody we were getting. Okay. Then
No.
There we go. No, it's gone. It's done.
It's
we have no more listeners.
Hey, you get crazy sometimes. You're on medication. You drink while on medication.
I'm talking about you. All right. I think we need to stop this before race is anything worse.
I agree. All right, boys and girls, it's been a fun podcast.
On Ray's behalf, I'd like to apologize for his existence.
Don't apologize for me. I am my own man. And I stand behind
the opinion
everything.
of Ray Hyclack are not necessarily those of Tim Danko and Thomas Pope.
Agreed.
And usually are definitely not.
I will sign off on that legal document of I am my own man, and these two are exempt from anything I say.
The one legal document we did have to sign, Ray signed it, which I don't think should happen anymore. I don't want his literal signature on anything that pertains to Plata, although he is part of it, but still.
I am one of the creators and owners of the property. Ha ha ha.
It's a shit property though.
China, steal this now, motherfucker.
Damn.
This is what happens when I drink Yingling. I get really Western Pennsylvanian. It's not.
And again, of the two of us, how many of these people? Which of us was born in Pennsylvania?
Not me.
I was. So
really?
Yeah, I was born in Wilkes.
Traitor.
I told you this. No, I grew up here. Since I was like 3, I lived here. So, but I was born in Wilkes-Barre.
That's sort of an excuse. But we will see you guys next week on the Bro Plata podcast.
What's going on this week? Oh, Norma Dumont and Aspen Ladd. Well, she's going up a weight class. Hopefully, she'll make weight this time.
Yeah, that's been a real problem lately. I've noticed that there's a lot of MMA fights that guys are overweight. Boxing fights, same thing.
It's not a new problem at all.
Well, but it's starting to become more often than anything.
Maybe it's because of how quickly they're throwing fights together now.
Probably
they are doing it a lot quicker, and that's like a whole well, I don't know. Guys cut weight and not a lot of guys are usually in shape and ready to do it. So I don't know.
But we will see you guys next Tuesday, as always on Facebook Live, Twitch, Tim's favorite website for his Tourette's.
Oh yeah,
and also Yes, we have a hashtag cancel Twitch. We're trying to get that going, Thomas.
It's not working.
But we appreciate every single person. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can see all kinds of stuff now that Thomas has a video editing software that he's downloading to put clips up. We'll have clips of tequila quences and all those fun things coming up. We do have UFC 268?
7
coming up. So tequila quences will be coming back here very soon.
You have to do 2 in a row.
I know our livers are going to hate us. And but we appreciate everybody. Like us on Facebook, Instagram. We're going to start posting videos very soon. And we appreciate everybody for watching. We appreciate everybody for subscribing. We appreciate everybody for smashing that thumbs up button. You're awesome. And we will see you at the Kumite, fam.
Ray, you never got back to me on my idea of the hot tub stream. All right, we need to go to our buddy Marv Connor's house. We're gonna interview Marv. We're all in the hot tub. Although I'm pretty sure somebody will get electrocuted if we try to do a live stream in a hot tub.